Whatever, you can just prune everything at the beginning. You don't need to stick around. News. What is going on in the world?
Nothing good.
Putin says he thinks Russia-Ukraine war is coming to an end. Pardon?
Yeah, he's gonna lose.
Yeah, he's fucking delusional.
A civilian was walking or a human was walking across the runway, either late last night or very early this morning, and got sucked into an engine that was taking off.
Oh, where?
I don't know. It was a Frontier flight.
Of course, it's Frontier. Oh my god! When I flew to Maine last and was landing in Portland, the
Denver.
pilot did the landing was really rough. Like the pilot landed, bounced, and like there was like
Ghost
a
left
turn,
again.
and we're like, "What the fuck?" I'd probably just AFK timed out.
Nope, he is gone.
That's weird. Anyway, so it was a really rough landing with like a noticeable swerve, and we're just like, "What the fuck is going on with that?" And then as we're disembarking, you hear the two pilots arguing about whether or not they should have just hit the coyote. So apparently they fucking dodged the coyote on landing.
11:19 local time in Denver. A pedestrian was struck, an engine fire broke out and then extinguished, and then they evacuated. The pedestrian had breached a perimeter fence roughly 2 minutes before the incident and was pronounced dead at the scene. No shit. Not an airport employee, believed to not be an airport employee. So some civilian somehow broke into an airport, the Denver airport, and somehow got on the runway and didn't get stopped? How?
It's an airport. They might not have been noticed immediately, and if they were wearing a high vis, people wouldn't have noticed they didn't belong.
If that was a suicide bomber, the whole plane would have fucking exploded. That could have been so much worse.
What about buddies dared him to do it? Did I finish that beer?
Okay, that's sorted out. Now I just needed to get my hands on 9 blaze cakes to test this.
Grab the last of the reef knot.
I'm on the way home. Just give me like another 10 minutes.
Alright. Also, just so you guys know, we're officially like 7 versions of the game system behind, and because we're 2 versions of the entire platform behind. We're on Foundry 12. They just released Foundry 14 recently.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
So Foundry 13 was out by the time we created this game. It was in its early stage. However, because the system hadn't been updated for it, I stuck on Foundry 12. And I have migrated versions before, and it went horribly fucking wrong, and it's generally not recommended. So we're just going to stick with what we got.
Okay.
If I need to do a great declutter and like get rid of a whole bunch of shit we don't need and stuff, maybe I'll deal with creating effectively a clone of the game in the new version, but for now I'm not worried about it.
I was gonna say, what other than like maybe some optimizations are we losing out on with the new versions?
Oh, look into it. All right, so we're on 1.9.10. We're actually technically on 1.9.96 because we're on a weird version that I helped create. I mean, the upgrade versions of Foundry have more changes than this, I believe, but fix items encumbrance, fix non-GM functionality to sockets, cool. Fix medical items not healing when using the medical button, so there's a medical button.
I'm fucking stupid. There was a second page to that.
They got the second tower.
So the main thing is basically Foundry 13, new UI, native token movement and measurement system, enhanced scene interactivity. Active effects are now a feature rather than an add-on. Automatic movement and measurement is much better. They made a portable version. That's interesting. Preview tool to help with mod compatibility management, more customization options, and much more advanced
bitter wine.
Early region system. And then if we look at Foundry 14, more scene management features, more user interface features, deeper automation, introduces multi-level support for scenes, so you can have multiple floors rather than the current method in this version, which is a paid add-on that a third party makes. Template regions are now replaced by a system of template, like measured templates are replaced by a template region. They tie everything in. Shared Fog of War, which shares the combined exploration map rather than just your own as an option. You can bake scenes created with drawings into a single background image so that you don't lose your shit. Interface and workflow improvements, placeables palettes, placeable sidebar, pop-out applications like character sheets run better and can be brought onto additional monitors. So, like, you can have your character sheet on like outside of the application window. V2 of active effects, improved lighting and visual performance enhancements, yada yada. So basically, like, just as the software has continued to improve the whole time, like, new shit happens. So again, it might be worth doing, but I don't think it's worth the trouble at the moment.
One of those, if it breaks more than it fixes, it's not really worth it.
Yep.
So the way to do it would be to recreate the game, like export the archive, because the character sheets will still be largely compatible. Because I can save everything to a collection, export it, and redo it in a new game. There'd be a lot of stuff like the world map I'd have to redo, or like the all the icons we have on the galactic map. But I could probably make an interactive one better. Like, there'd be a lot of cool shit, but it's also like hours upon hours of work that I just don't want to do. Hey Google, set an 11-minute timer. Hey Google, set an 11-minute timer. What an ass.
He'll grab fucking.
I'm just gonna watch Scott Pilgrim until we actually start.
What was interesting is, did you guys see any footage from Russia's recent Victory Day parade?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
There were no vehicles at all.
Couldn't imagine why.
Yeah. They didn't even have the T-34s going this year.
Yeah, because they ran out.
Yeah, they might be
They were afraid of an attack.
used somewhere else currently as mobile artillery.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
about
think
all
they
they're
have
good
more
for now.
85 mil ammo kicking at this point. They've already burned through their 100 mil stock and are using Iranian 100 mil.
I'd say all they're really using now are mass-produced suicide drones.
Well, no, so they're still using plenty of shells. They're just using what they're producing. They don't have any long-term stores anymore. It's the same goes for Ukraine. Ukraine, interestingly enough, is producing ridiculous amounts of shells because it's open factories in, like, Poland that are completely safe. And the Polish government subsidizing them on the promise that, hey, we're just going to give you the factory back once the war's over. And you know the Poles and their artillery. Later, when asked at a news conference about the West helping Ukraine, Putin said they, the West, promised assistance and began fueling a confrontation with Russia that continues to this day. I think the matter is coming to an end, but it is a serious matter. Putin also said he would only meet with Volodymyr Zelensky once a lasting peace deal was agreed to. That's stupid. A meeting in a third country is also possible once the final agreements have been reached. Yada, yada, yada.
Honestly, that conflict that into like the hearts of iron, fucking just deadlocks of it's not going anywhere. People just need to give up and status quo.
Here's the thing: it's one of those situations where it's actually gradually getting worse for Russia, mostly because they can't replace their air defenses. Russia's lost so much of their air defense pool that they're pulling out ancient systems at this point. Like they're putting SA-2s and SA-3s at the front because that's all they've got left. And because there's these gaps, Ukrainian strike drones are getting through in greater numbers than ever. The Russian oil industry is in serious shit, and also, this is a more recent development. Ukraine's been getting so good at getting around Russian EW that they now have drones hunting the streets of Donetsk City, attacking Russians who traditionally have been pretty safe there because that's like 150 to 200 kilometers from the front. Russia is in a situation where they're getting out-attrited, which is terrifying. Putin said he would be willing to negotiate new security arrangements for Europe. However, his preferred negotiating partner would be Germany's former Chancellor Gerhard Schröder, who's a notable literal Kremlin plant who was kicked out of office for being very pro-Kremlin.
I wonder why he wants to fucking meet with me.
Yeah, I know, really. Gee, who could guess? Fucking.
We have 10 more minutes, yeah?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, I'm gonna start everything up right now.
It's not a hard 10 more minutes.
Let's go take a peek at what's going on in the OSINT world.
I haven't looked in a while. Anything interesting in the Middle East?
I'm checking.
I swear if I hear another KC-35 got shot down, it's gonna fucking suck.
I don't think I ain't been shot down. I just had the accidents and the ones destroyed in the ground. When did we lose a KC-135?
We lost one over the fucking Gulf. It went down. And that was the last I heard of that story.
So far, U.S. losses account for 2 Chinooks, 1 E3 Sentry, 1 damaged, 8 KC-135s, 6 being damaged. That might be an addition. 1 KC-46, 1 A-10, 25 MQ-9s. To be fair, MQ-9s are practically disposable at this point. 1 F-35 damaged, 2 MC-130s, 4 Strike Eagles, most of those being shot down by a Qatari pilot that has not been heard from since the incident.
It wasn't a pilot, it was a ground fucking air defense guy.
Yeah, 1 was ground fire. 3 were a single Qatari F-18 pilot.
Hmm.
Or sorry,
man.
Kuwaiti.
That man was probably an Iranian sympathizer.
Oh yeah, no, he was put this way, there was no word on what happened to him, but he just disappeared.
Sure, the CIA killed him and his family.
Most likely,
Oh,
the
well.
government most likely the Kuwaiti government executed him just to keep safe face.
That's all. That's just the stuff that's been reported, though.
Yeah, because what happened was the dude engaged them with sidewinders within visual range.
No, I meant talking about all the losses in general. Like, I guarantee bases are more damaged than what they've let us believe. Because they're being supplied intel from Russia.
Yep. Yeah,
Which
no,
is
we
about the
lost a
only
lot
thing
more
Russia can
ground
do at this
assets than
point.
people admitted.
But yeah, the ground assets kind of a bit. It's kind of harder to keep those in play just because the
A lot of
amount
them,
of
especially, were
type
static.
and rockets that they've been throwing.
Well, yeah, and a static target can be saturated. You can saturation attack any static target.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if Patriot's God tier and you've got dudes with lasers and manpads and whatever else defending it. If you've got 200 Shaheeds going at it, one's going to get through.
It's a lie. That'll never happen.
Which is why we have our Shahed clones involved in the war, the Lucas drones.
The new thing that we've decided to throw in there.
We've been launching off of ships, as well as the
Y'all
army.
can hear me now,
launched
yeah?
them like bad. What's funny is ours is actually cheaper than the Iranian one because it's
Yeah,
simpler.
we can hear you.
Okay. I cast 200 unguided missiles.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, apparently my
Fireball.
microphone unplugged itself.
Frost.
Yeah,
Fireball.
Doom.
Fireball.
Fireball times 200.
Yeah.
Doom.
So I guess at that
Doom?
point, Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray casts at level 50.
I didn't ask how big the
Yeah.
fucking room is. I cast Fireball.
I don't care.
That's
how
kind of
big
what
the
Cade's
room is.
mentality is, to be honest. He does
Yeah.
love his grenades.
That's why I avoid going in rooms with him.
Yeah. I'm ready
Just
to
realized
take
your
out a
ground
room
party is
full of
9
fucking minions
people.
again.
Like banana minions?
No, like just regular, like
Banana?
what kind of enemies did I fight at Jabba's?
Uh,
Oh,
Just the generic
because-
thugs, right?
just generic hut pirate people.
Yeah, I killed what was it, 6 pirates in the same turn?
Oh,
He's gonna do it. He's gonna kill Jim Plain.
This man secured the comm tower in one move.
Damn.
Why do you think I carry 4 fucking sonic grenades on me at one time now?
Alright, I'm back.
I would say it's excessive, but for your character,
It's,
no,
it's
it's not.
proven useful.
I have to be able
Yeah.
to close distance. The sonic grenades give me a chance to do that. But now I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about distance. I can just shoot at you on the way there. Because now my my West Star and Wrist Blaster do 9 damage.
Lord.
And my
Wait.
my ionized throwing knives, if I need to, do 7 damage.
How did your what? I'm confused.
Oh, yeah,
Deadly
I was over
accuracy gives me that whatever ranks I have into that
Uh-huh.
combat skill, I get as extra damage.
That's ridiculous.
It's a 25 experience fucking thing.
Yeah, yeah.
God damn, Goku's quiet for some reason.
Yeah, I've just been sitting here. I'm just drilling, mining. You want to see what I'm doing?
Sure, I'm drunk already. That wine's good, but it's
What the
bitter.
fuck?
Here,
forgot to eat
finally
today.
got.
Terrible.
What in the fuck? Is that a tunnel boring machine?
Yes, and I just took a shot. So 1 second, I'm getting attacked.
You should add on to it. So
and
it
this is a
deploys-
helicopter.
So for
to
your
lift
tunnel
up
boring
this
machine,
container.
you should make it drop a torch every 20, I think it's 20, 15, or 20 blocks. Or whenever you press a button.
Yeah, I could set something up like that. But yeah, this
That way you
little-
don't get attacked from behind.
I got a little speed clutch. This helicopter
made
is
it
for
home.
lifting
I
the
will-
container out.
Transfer to the PC soon.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a rather small boring machine, but it's not like the Subway one.
No,
Keep
it's
fresh.
nothing too crazy. Goodness gracious. My tail fin is too big.
Oh, yep.
Come on, you. That's it. Put that up there for now. Caging said I was allowed. Yeah, and then just put it back to
You
mooring
have the
speed.
single most like unpredictable and variable mic volume of everyone here.
Yeah, it happens, especially
You
when I
vacillate
have to
between
stand.
the loudest
right in
person
front
and the
of it.
quietest person on a minute by minute basis.
This thing does not turn very well, does it?
It's not
What
built
thing?
necessarily for turning. It's built for digging. The turning
I
wheels are
don't-
in the back. So it turns like a big old forklift.
Why don't you build it like a Zamboni turns?
Because I had fun building it like this, and I'm just gonna
Oh,
keep it
alright.
like that. Diamonds!
Oh, hell yeah. Already?
Yeah,
Oh, you're missing a
I'm
lot
not-
of... What is that?
there's some gold there too.
Oh, okay. It looks
Yeah,
different for
the
some
nice-
reason. You're missing a diamond.
Yeah, I just
Probably running
gotta.
with shaders on.
Yeah, I turn the speed.
Also, like, when was the last
Oh
time
my
you
god,
played
she's going
Minecraft?
fast as fucking reverse.
Yeah, it's because this lever here changes the speed of the wheels, so I can like lock in a mining speed.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I just put this full speed, right, and I just hold forward, I'm not gonna break
Oh,
these
she's-
blocks.
Nope, you're just gonna skim past them and fuck everything up.
So instead, lock it at 14,
And move
and now,
even like double the speed of a normal tunnel boring machine.
yeah. And there you go. And as you can see, now I'm tunneling and boring. And now I'll be able to get that diamond. And even if I couldn't, I could just get up and do it myself. But the whole purpose is that this is just like an easy way to do it.
Oh, that's even okay. Now hang on. A typical tunnel boring machine advances at an average rate of 15 to 30 meters per day.
Per day, down.
50 to 100 feet a day.
That's pretty. Is that over a 24-hour shift or a 12-hour shift?
24 per day. 24
Yeah.
hours.
Back to
They probably run 3 shifts. Equipment's expensive enough for it.
Honestly, the most impressive ones are the ones in Italy that dug under the mountains.
Oh, those things don't shut down, Exile. What they're talking about, they don't shut down.
Yeah, they ran nonstop for like over a year. I mean, unless they
The
had to fix
largest tunnel
something or like something broke and was overheating, that would be the only time they stopped, I assume. Because that one was also creating a solid roof too.
Oh my god. Oh my. No.
So in Hong Kong, they had the largest ever, which was 17.63 meters diameter. So, 57.84 feet. That was in Hong Kong for digging like big tunnels. The cool thing about these tunnel bore machines is they're often bespoke. They're literally built and assembled for one job, disassembled and literally just parted out for other shit.
Hmm.
some of them even get the Thomas the Train engine treatment. They just get put in a hole.
Yep.
Well, this thing runs at idle.
No, I'm holding W.
No. My distiller, it runs at idle.
Nice.
This is a cool image. This is channel chat. This is the one from Seattle, which was 17.5 meters. That's the tunnel after completion.
Yep, it is. It's $3.50 to go through that tunnel.
350.
Yep. On Mondays and like Wednesdays during like peak traffic hours, it can get up to like $12, but like the baseline is $3.50.
Place.
Dude, I am drunk. I didn't even have like half a glass of this yet. Holy shit.
Go eat something with carbs in it.
I was gonna make
Yeah.
like pepperoni pizza pasta, but
It's cool how the tunnel has it has 2 layers. Like the literally just the lanes are stacked rather than
Yeah. I think
side by side. They only dug one tunnel, but it was big.
Yeah.
Yes, lots of sugar.
Oh, maybe that wasn't smart again. Yeah.
Snickers or Twix?
It was probably terrifying.
Snickers all the way.
Well, that really stopped my heart. Like I heard that like. Like, oh. I did.
It also is fat, which also slows the absorption of alcohol.
It did it, Stam. I did the first try.
Cool.
No,
I have a Snickers ice cream bar.
I'm here.
And there's the mayonnaise.
I just need to get the recipient from actually hooked into the system that stamp for you. Thanks. Oh god, that would snuck up on me. Oh, that would hurt. I hate those. Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Alrighty.
Going out my back.
Goku, I hate to ask you to leave, but because
I don't think
the amount of
Tristan's back
background
yet.
noise coming through your mic, it was just going to show up on
Just
the recording.
Exile. Tristan's not back
Yep.
yet.
Oh, Tristan's not back yet?
Bye-bye.
Whatever, you can stick around till he is.
Okay.
Okay, why is this not flowing diesel and fluid out now? all of a sudden?
I'm about to turn all my audio on.
All right, let's talk about slavery, gentlemen.
Today's subject?
Jesus Christ.
Slavery.
It is prolific in the Outer Rim.
I mean, that's mostly because the Hutts pay their taxes, therefore the Empire just ignores most of what they do.
Well, they pay their taxes to each other. The big thing is the Hutts are just scary enough. The Empire's like, that's
You
not
finally updated Lyra's fucking picture? Jesus
No.
Christ, Wuggy.
No, the Hutts pay their taxes to the Empire through their legal businesses,
That does
which means the Empire just ignores them.
Jabba the Hutt, these nuts.
That was a wonderful
It's been that picture for a minute.
We've only had like 2 sessions in the last month, like 2 months.
A little more than that, but you know.
Not a whole lot more than that, though.
All right. Anyone not connected, please connect.
Yep, we need Bea and Tristan.
Ugh.
I'm trying to get the puppy in the house. Okay.
Wasn't he on the way home still?
Nope.
Does anyone know how old he is?
No.
Bea?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't like any personal information getting out unless he gives it, though, so I'm not saying it.
No, it's completely
fair.
valid.
He's very private about his life. It took me 7 years before I knew like what part of his state he lives in.
Wow.
Hmm.
He is like in our age spread bracket, though, I assume.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's not. I was just like, he's not like a 50-year-old man, right?
No. I've never seen his face, but I've seen like his build. He's a farmer.
Gotcha.
Through and
Well, I knew
through.
that. I knew he was a
Through-
farmer.
No, yeah, but like he even looks like the stereotypical farmer.
Unlike Tristan,
That's
who's
funny.
kind of a lanky farmer.
Tristan's
No.
a cowboy.
I was going to say Tristan's a cattle rancher.
Yeah, Tristan's a
He
rancher.
looks-
That's the difference.
He looks rancher.
There is such a massive difference. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I look like I work IT. Overweight, out of shape, and just vibing. Working out though. Have finally started working out again. Building up.
We're being forced to go to the gym.
Is it the
Could be
one on
worse.
base?
Yeah.
Wow.
New fucking BS that they're pushing.
Oh, that the alcoholic and fucking the Secretary of Alcoholism.
No, that's the head of the FBI.
No, Secretary of Alcoholism is Hegseth.
Have you seen Cash Patel's drinking
He's
habits?
just as bad, but like he's not as important.
I haven't heard him called that before, so that's a new one.
Yeah. Secretary of Alcoholism. Did you see the SNL bit where a certain Indian comedian played Cash Patel?
Wait, was it Aziz?
Yeah.
Okay, I have not seen that, but I want
it
to
was
now because
so goddamn funny.
SNL funny? What are you talking about? No, it happens sometimes. Sometimes they get a good bit.
I was gonna say it happens
I've been
occasionally.
waiting for that fucking call, dude.
Oh yeah.
He even did like the wide eye thing too, and it was like really good.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna mess with
paper towel.
this
I'm
real
gonna
quick.
finish my first beer before we even kick off.
More.
Yeah.
All right. It is what it is, and I think we'll have enough time. I'm gonna take the moment to feed Icarus.
Yeah, hurry up and feed your crate dragon. Come on now.
I'm gonna do a little flippy do and switch the side that everyone was on.
Oh.
If you guys could fly one ship in any sci-fi IP, what would it be?
Are we talking official or like fan creations too?
Not fan creations, official.
Hmm. And like I inherently know how to fly it, correct?
Yep.
I'll actually have to think about that. Damn.
What
about you, Hockey?
Fucking.
Viper Mark 7 Battlestar Galactica reimagined series. I want that real kinematics.
Jesus Christ, that was such a specific answer.
Yeah. Seriously. Holy shit.
N1 Starfighter.
Oh.
That's my answer too.
I mean, yeah, those are nice.
How is that answer any less fucking specific? You asked me for an answer. I waited like 40 seconds of thinking. And
Yeah,
gave you
but
one,
yours,
and that's vague.
yours was such a big answer. It was like 6 words.
Nah. I'm kind of torn between a longsword
That's
or
a good one.
a TIE defender.
Ooh.
Mm.
Just because there's been some crazy shit that people have done with TIE defenders, even in books, and I'm just like, I want to try that. Get the version with a fucking tractor beam, a small tractor beam, and just, yeah. All right, I'm gonna fly just above this, like, building, latch the tractor beam onto the building, and then slingshot myself around it.
I'm watching someone play Blade and Sorcery, but like they're using actual lightsaber forms and they're showing the difference between them.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing it in first person is wild.
Maul in Shadow Lord
07.
actually, no, he used all of them.
He did,
practiced, yeah. He practiced
And then-
all of them for a little
Wait,
bit.
hang on. I don't think everyone's seen it. Waggy and I watched it together and nerded the fuck out.
Oh, you talking about the recent thing?
Yes, the finale.
Uh-huh.
Let's not spoil it.
Ooh, yeah.
Exile hasn't
Ooh.
seen it yet.
I saw clips of it and I was just like, oh my god.
Well, we watched the full episode and yeah. Exile, you need to watch it. It's an 11 out of 10 for Star Wars. Probably the best thing to come out of Star Wars in the last 5 years.
But like V, I
Huh?
knew it was going to be good.
I didn't think it was going to be that good.
No, I knew it was going to be good the moment those two disappeared and you heard the sound. And it was just like,
Oh yeah,
this
hang
is
on.
about
Let me
to
send
be
you
good.
what I told Waggy earlier.
I assume you're referring to where he fights Vader, because I have heard that happens.
Yeah, that does happen, but like seeing it is different.
Oh, sure. No, I was
Yeah,
waiting
yeah,
for
that's
Dan so I could
what I-
binge it. I've succeeded.
Okay, well I can say it now. So everybody's gangster up to the fog has asthma. You'll understand that when you watch it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nah.
Motherfucker,
Maul
I
is
got
probably
food
one
in
of the
my
most
mouth.
dangerous people in the galaxy,
Don't know.
unless he's facing one of the other classically
Fucking
trained Force users
Easter
left.
eggs.
Don't make me punch you in the
Easter eggs
fucking diaphragm
episode.
because I will.
Oh my god.
No, I'm good. I'll survive. Oh,
Yo,
shit.
Did you see any of the Easter eggs?
Which ones?
The ones referencing Sam's other character.
Oh, they were referencing Galen Merrick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
What happens
I
when you
loved
put
it.
Sam Witwer as a producer?
He's
The-
just an amazing Star Wars actor. Like in
Just a-
every way and
so-
shape.
So my favorite little clip of him is just when he was explaining his time at the beginning of his voice acting career for Star Wars when he was the brother, the first brother, and
Mm.
and he was told like, oh yeah, I would love for you to meet my wife, with Anakin talking to the mimic of Shmi. And he's
He
like,
corrected them.
yeah, he
Big
corrected Dave Filoni and just.
He's passionate. And I love that.
Oh, I should rename this map marker from Derelict Venator to we were named the Resurgence, was it?
No, not Resurgence. Shit, did anyone else write down the name?
I thought we
had a map for it.
yeah.
It's,
Resurgence.
It's a rebel fleet.
It's named Resurgence.
Is it?
Yep,
I think that's what we settled on.
Upper left-hand corner, resurgence status.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Resurgence. Okay, so the coolest fucking Inquisitor is definitely the 11th brother, by the way.
Oh, this needs some updating also.
His
Which
mask?
one? Oh, the Crow mask.
Yeah.
I never. Is he pulling a fucking Nihilus?
No.
Not yet.
Crow? No.
I mean, he does go dusty, but
Yeah.
So is the my question is more of, is the power in the mask more than the person?
No, it's in the person.
It's the person.
Okay.
So I think Ahsoka kills him, right?
Yes, Ahsoka kills him and like
Ahsoka waxes
like,
him.
He goes in. Ahsoka
Oh,
kills
he's
him
dead.
while unarmed
He's dead
by
in
using
our-
his own
in our-
weapon.
In our universe,
Yeah.
he's dead. He's
Yes,
killed in 5 BBY.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, because Ahsoka beats him without even using her own, like, she just whoops his ass. It's insane.
Yeah.
Wait. I just thought about something. Where the fuck is Maul currently?
Still in charge of Crimson Dawn.
about to be doing shit in Rebels.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Well, that's
We're in
terrifying.
4.5 BBY?
You're at 5 at this point. You're about to enter into 4.
Okay.
But I will say, given the updates and improvements given to the ship, I haven't done the stores. I have to do that in a bit. But you're at 60% combat effectiveness now and can move.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Did we get Tristan back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
We need some
need
miracles
Alpha?
here.
and
Yep.
Bea. And I'm going to say we hold for Bea because there's so much drama in every time they roll.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Good God.
Damn it! God
Mm.
damn!
Don't worry, I will be extremely active in using them so that you have a chance to as well.
So anytime there's a computer's check that Bea has to do, you're going to flip a light side point.
In dark
Because
side.
he's
Only
still
one
going to
left.
pass it.
More than likely. No, the part that scares me is when he flips it on other checks.
I mean, I'm okay if he flips it on my leadership checks, to be honest.
Yeah, but I've been flying as of late. And that
Yeah, I'll say,
terrifies
this is my
me.
leadership check, and I remove 2 setbacks.
Damn.
So I will say this also. When it comes to Destiny points, I want to make an active effort to use them more. It's one of I had kind of a thinking process to decide what my next moves in refining the game will be. A couple of those changes, which I guess is a great time. This is a great time to bring it up before we start.
Yeah.
One, I'm going to be very active with Destiny points. My goal is to have it be almost all light side. I'm going to be using them constantly. You should as well. I will also say there is no use of Destiny points to immediately counter another one. So if I use one to make a check harder, you cannot use one to make that check easier again. You can do it on the next check. They have to
Okay.
stand as an active effect. Another thing, remember, you can use them to literally introduce facts to the game as long as I agree that that's an acceptable use of them. I actually have blank. I know this guy. This person lives here. You can do that. You can manipulate the
I
game
can
like
still
you want.
do the, hey, I know a guy.
This is
Let
true.
me call my
But-
buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Next thing, we are going gridless. I've recalibrated the range tool, so that will now show proper range bands, both for space and ground. And we're going to go gridless combat. It is more in line with what the game is based on. I just think it's going to be better. After messing around with Armada, I think it's a better idea. So keep that in mind. In fact, if someone wants to, you've got your characters in the upper left here. Is the grid? Hang on, let me make sure it's calibrated right. Yeah, you can go look at them to see what that looks like now. First ring is engaged. You can also use measurements. So engage / close range, short range, medium range, long range. Beyond the rings is extreme range.
We are going off Armada terms then.
Yes.
By the way,
No, it's the same
Arcana
term.
stuff left. Okay. Armada really is just a really good system.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, can you pop one of those back up again? I just sat back down.
You can do it yourself.
How?
Right click on your character. It's the bottom right thing. It just looks like a circle.
Oh, okay. So this is close. Like, okay. First ring is close, and then what's the short range, and then long range, and then
So,
everything past extreme.
Close range is actually the very first ring. You see that?
Is that engaged
around
or
you?
close?
So it's close range in space, engaged in ground combat.
Okay.
That's why it's both.
Okay, so
It's
that's-
also slightly larger in space, just to account for the larger tokens. But it's the same scale. It's just bigger because I can adjust the scale individually. It's all
Because
I'll change
engaged,
that by
close, engaged, and close are different in Armada. Is why I'm asking.
Yep, I understand. Because you have engaged / close, then short, medium, long, and anything beyond that is extreme.
Okay. Okay, so I can actually calculate how far my fucking
What?
momentum ability works.
They've been fed, but I
Yeah,
haven't
much
put
more
them
reliably than trying to do
Okay.
it on a grid-based system, which is just not meant for this.
on. You can put them out if you want. I was giving them a minute to digest.
Like hex grid's a bit
Right.
better, but
Yeah.
like if we want to jump to space combat real quick, I'm gonna just throw down. There we go. You can see how it works now with this. If you go to space combat.
Okay. Yep. Oh, we actually have a token now for the resurgence.
Oh yeah, we've had that for a long time.
Say the only difference between this one and ours is completely gray with the Phoenix, not the Phoenix, the Rebel.
Yeah, but this
Rebellion
is the
icon on
only
bottom.
high quality vendor art I had on hand.
Yeah, it is very
Fractal
high quality.
It's fractal sponges. It's actually like a 4K image,
Oh, okay, that's why.
or well, a slice of a 4K image.
I still can't believe you actually let us have a Venator.
Yep.
How long we'll have it is the next question, though.
He's not gonna like let us do all of this work, like multiple sessions, and then take it away from us instantaneously.
Only you can take it away from yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So again,
That's kind of what happened with the
God,
base.
things like the
Jesus.
asserter, the range bands would need to be
Oh, good
adjusted.
lord.
But again, it works.
Holy shit!
Yeah, just don't fight that. Those don't exist yet. The biggest thing
God
you could
that's not an
theoretically
Armada.
encounter is actually this.
What the fuck is that thing?
That's a Praetor too.
That will fuck our day up.
Okay. Yeah, a regular Star Destroyer will fuck our day up.
So I have a really bad artwork for a Maelstrom. I need to find better. And then there's a Secular as well, which you've destroyed one of.
Mm-hmm.
What we got? Here's an Imperial. Anyway,
Okay, let's be real here. We destroyed the Secular through pure luck and
you were also on
happenstance.
board it, which is notably the
Yeah.
weakest state for any Imperial ship.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, why the fuck? I guess new computer, new dice look for some reason.
Yeah, because it saves that locally, so it would have changed that. So go to your.
Damn it! No, not the dice. Not the dice I'm rolling. The ones on the log is what I'm saying. They look different, and I don't know how
What do
to.
they look like?
They're very vibrant.
They've been vibrant the whole time. It could just be your color correction's been broken.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Is there a way to change that so they're not so fucking vibrant? So I can see the iconography.
Yeah, it's called changing your monitor settings.
Microsoft, well, Windows has a color correction program.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys, they're bright colors, are they not?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bright.
The cave creature cannot tolerate them.
It's not that. It's just I can't see what the symbols are. Went on the
Oh, I find them very
on
easy
the
to
log.
read.
Same.
Yeah, no. I don't know. If
I mean,
it'll
my
show-
astigmatism doesn't help because it's worsening, but that's a different matter. I really need to go back to the eye doctor. In any event, do we have any questions before we begin?
Nope.
Can y'all see how bad it is or no?
Nope. Opening call. Here we go.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Once the crawl's over.
I haven't tested the scroll, so it might be the wrong length.
Okay, half-assed, whatever. Shit. It's annoying that it ends sooner for me, so I don't know when it ends for you guys. Oh, it's over for us.
Yeah, it's over.
Well, we rejoin you on the world of Seleucami. And I've lost my place in my notes. Where am I? There we go. After making your way here, well, let's do a bit of a recap, I guess. Last session, you were sent along by the Zon Consortium to a local outpost to have in a hydrothermal region near here. You looked around, eventually determining roughly what the attackers were and where they came in, but didn't really follow up on how they got to the base or where they departed from. Mind you, this was due to failed rolls, not necessarily a total lack of effort on your part. But it will remain to be seen what the Consortium thinks of your behavior here. In any event, you departed quickly and headed over to a small town, occupied largely by retired clone troopers. But I do want to make a note here. It's not a clone town, per se. This town is occupied by a variety of people. About half of them are natives of Seleucami, another and off-world traders, vagrants, wanderers, bounty hunters, and all sorts of individuals who would want to lay low. And the other half is the clones. After coming here, you see that some of the clones wear their armor and certainly seem to be acting as settlement security. Others wear normal civilian wear. And you've seen them in a variety of roles. You've seen a bartender, you've seen workers at the fuel station, you've seen individuals working repairs on pieces of equipment in the streets, or just walking about, some with families, some with children. It's one of those rare places in the galaxy where the clones, despite being tossed aside by the Empire and forgotten by most everyone, have been able to come together and actually have a place of their own. But it felt a bit empty as you were walking through these dusty dirt streets. Looking around, you just didn't see as many people as you thought you would. Pretty notable lack, in fact. But as you finish up at the cantina, did someone just leave the game? I just saw the player count change.
Yeah, I saw that too.
It screen refresh. Don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah. As the cantina as the cantina door swings shut behind you as you step out into the early afternoon air of Seleucami, a gentle rain begins to fall. Little more than a drizzle, and barely enough of a cloud to actually disrupt the fairly nice sunlight and warm day you've been experiencing here. Certainly beats the manufactured, refreshed atmospheres of the ships you've been spending so much time on, and is a lot nicer than most of the other ports of call you've had in that regard. As this thin drizzle falls steadily across the settlements, darkening the dusty streets into patches of damp clay and mud, water trickling down shallow channels carved into the hard-packed ground, vanishing beneath scattered grates or soaking back into the thirsty earth. The air smells faintly of wet dust, the acrid, somewhat sulfurous, somewhat just metallic notes of the hydrothermal and geothermal activity that surrounds the town, and where you assume, at least, they get most of their power, potentially mining. Below that smell, though, is the scent of cooked food drifting from somewhere farther down the streets, and the city scent of a town without a fully functional garbage collection service. The town itself is sparse, but sprawls out fairly flat. Few of the buildings here are more than 2 stories tall, and it's been built more from necessity than by any central codified design. The structures here are a mix of prefabricated Republic and CIS military structures, reassembled in place and long since probably past the point of being able to disassemble and go back to transport configuration. These sit side by side with repaired civilian homes of stone, mud brick, ferrocrete, wood, whatever material is on hand. I say repaired as you note scorch marks, damage. Ultimately, this town was fought over during the Clone Wars. It's not a battle any of you are deeply familiar with, but it certainly happened. And the land bears the scars of it to this day. Some buildings still bear faded military markings, some Republic, some CIS, all half covered by years of repainting, civilian additions, and general lack of care towards anything harkening back to what was likely the darkest time for the natives. Fabric awnings sag slightly under the collecting rainwater, while strings of dim utility lamps sway gently overhead in the wind, providing most of the lighting that you would imagine is actually occupying the streets during the night, but right now serve just to add a little bit of color and a little bit of brightness to lighten the air on this slightly rainy afternoon. When you first arrived, about half an hour ago now, before setting foot in the cantina, the streets were nearly empty, and most of what you saw were clones, mostly armored, walking around. Now there are people. Not crowds, but enough to notice. Doors stand partially open. Occasionally, as you walk down the road, you see faces linger beneath the awnings or peek out of windows. You see a pair of local children cautiously peer around the corner of a hydroponic shed before one of their mothers, or is likely, quietly ushers them back. A few clone troopers in worn civilian clothing pretend to not watch the newcomers, as they very obviously fail at pretend to not watch the newcomers while very obviously doing exactly that. One older clone repairs a moisture evaporator from beneath a rusted overhang, pausing just long enough to follow your group with his eyes before returning to work. The town's a bit tense, you gather. It's caution. These are people who've been through some hardships and whose closest trading partners and external powers are the Zon Consortium, a member of which you have with your party. And you gather it's not exactly the most open to outsiders, the loose-lipped bartender notwithstanding. This is a settlement where everyone knows everyone, and outsiders are rare enough that their arrival ripples outward through the town almost immediately. A repulsor cart hums slowly through the drizzle, carrying harvested mineral canisters collected from somewhere, probably the springs outside of town. Somewhere nearby, a generator sputters unevenly before stabilizing again. A distant crack of someone hammering sheet metal echoes between the buildings. Life is continuing, but attentively. And the clones stand out even when not in armor. There's a sameness to their posture, something very familiar to you, especially having spent time amongst your own 2 clone compatriots. No matter how far removed they are from the war, they never really leave the military.
I mean, Malice has
They're-
had his entire childhood working with clones, so
Absolutely, you have. But they all carry themselves with that same bearing. They all have those same idiosyncrasies. You see them instinctively looking around, not just at you, but just checking the perimeter, looking for anything out of place. They all walk the same, too. It's almost unsettling in a way. You see a group of clones walking together, they end up marching, even though it's a casual conversation of ununiformed individuals with different professions, decades out of service. That regimented nature of life seems to still have some bearing here. And given the fact that you were told the person charged of the settlement is addressed as commander, and that there's someone as the second in command designated as the XO, tells you that at least the government here still has some relevance to the military nature of town. But mixed among these clones, there are locals and settlers who clearly belong here just as much as them. You see Seleucumai natives, a mix of humans, Warunians, Pantorans, which are probably the same thing, and other races, some Niktos, some Clatuinians, kind of the scattering of races you'd expect to see in an Outer Rim territory. A couple of Biths walk by.
Some Twi'leks, I'm sure.
It's a mix of traders, mechanics, the spouses and families of those who come here with a career, or they themselves, the ones with it. This is not a hidden military base wearing the mask of a town. This is an actual community. One that's learned to survive in a dangerous place by relying on people who once only knew war. But now, try to find their place in this new world. And with that, the day is yours.
Weren't we heading towards City Hall when we left?
yes.
You did. Start that way.
Okay. Yeah,
Also,
we're making
remember
our
to
way.
not
that
bring
way.
up the bartender's name, or where
Yep.
we got that
And
information from.
To make sure we leave Frankie on the ship too.
No, he's been left on the ship.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna swing back by the ship and collect my two since we're heading towards City Hall anyways.
City Hall is more or less on the opposite side of town from where you are. You could make a diversion towards the ship. It would take you through the market square.
I like to go through the market square with him. I
Very
want to
well.
see if Malia left anything of use on the ship.
Okay.
But also, if there's a good market stand in there with some valuable stuff, we might spend some credits.
Of course. Is everybody going along for this little side quest?
Sure.
Sure, I guess.
Sure.
Just keep the group close. No one really splitting up and shit like that.
Hang on, I gotta fuck with my volume mixer so that I can hear you guys more clearly. Alright, that should be better. I've got the music going, but it can be overpowering, and I don't want to be playing back too quietly still.
hmm
The market in a town of this size, which I should note has probably 500 to 600 people, you'd guess. Probably more in the outlying farms and hamlets and mining camps and everything else that dots the region. In total, the community probably has closer to 700 people, but maybe 500 to 600 live in town. The market square itself is surprisingly vibrant, though there is this tension in the air as you're given more than a handful of side eyes. Notably, can I get a perception check from anyone?
Can we all do one?
Let's have two people, just to not clog up with too many numbers.
Who's got the highest perception? I have one rank in it, so I have 2 greens and a yellow.
I have 2 greens.
I have 2 greens
Okay,
and
not
yellow
you.
as well.
I have 2
Those-
yellows.
I think Alpha's got
those-
good perception.
Hockey?
If my macros would fucking work. There we go.
Just make the mod. What are they?
I have. That's not even what I'm fucking talking about.
Any whoosies?
2
He's
yellow
2
and
yellow
five.
minus 1 setback.
Okay, let's do Ghost and Cole. Can we have Cole roll? Because I have access to Cole's sheet still.
Okay, you can roll for him.
Okay.
For her.
Ghost, go ahead. What's the difficulty? We didn't even ask.
It's just average.
Oh my fucking god.
Triumph. I'd say both of you clock this part of it, which is that while you're getting a lot of sidelong glances, none of them are lingering on the two clones in the group. Be it the clones or the natives looking at you, their eyes pass clean over Alpha and Cade. It's mostly you, Lyra, that people are actually paying attention to.
Oh yeah, the designated terrorist in the group. Yeah, go figure.
No.
You are.
No, it's because
According to every single clone, you are. So
the Mandalorians were trainers of the clones. It makes
Oh
sense.
shit, that's true.
not.
No, but the Mandalorian armor is significant to clones, as those were the trainers. That's
Are
what
you
he's
wearing
supposed
House
to be.
Vizsla fucking markings right now?
No, I don't have. I have Night Owl markings, not Vizsla.
Okay, they're associated with them. So
Probably
you
lucky
would
that
have a
that part of
problem.
the 501st died.
Yeah.
But no, you're getting... Well, some pay attention to the Togruta, which is a pretty rare sight in general in the galaxy, and very rare in such a remote place like this. And some look over and wonder perhaps very little about the presence of Enduros. The Bothan's a bit out of place. Bothans are one of those species that tends to stay put and operate in the shadows. But for all intents and purposes, you look like a mercenary band. The kind of people who could be useful or could cause a lot of trouble. And as such, with that triumph, it is no surprise that Cole leans in and says, "We are being followed." Without making too obvious tone, you look and realize there's, while trying to make no show of it, a grouping of somewhat cloaked up figures that are giving you space and don't seem to be trying to guide you in any way or move you about, but there's a cluster of about 6 people following you at a distance.
Oh, you just
can
now
I-
notice that we are being followed.
Yeah. After Cole said that, since Mandalorian helmets are like crazy fucking advanced, can I use my heads-up display in there to look behind me while I'm walking forward a little bit?
I mean, that's a bit of a suspicious move, but you are walking through the marketplace. You could certainly stop and look at a stall.
Well, the Mandalorian helmets have like a 360-degree cameras view thing, because Star Wars.
That's acceptable. What exactly are you trying to glean about these cloaked individuals?
Trying to identify what species the cloaked individuals are.
Make me... You know what? I'd actually say you could do either xenology to kind of determine what they are in that way, or potentially warfare to determine what sort of threat they might be and extrapolate from there.
Lyra being Lyra, it'd probably be more of a warfare check.
Yeah, I would say because they are cloaked, it is busy and it is raining a bit, and it's not the most brightly lit in this kind of built-up, awning-covered marketplace with a whole bunch of noise and distractions. It'll be a hard check with 2 setbacks.
Holy shit.
In fact, you know what? Make it a red.
Oh, god damn it.
Sorry, I moved a little slow. Make it 1 red, 2 purple, and 2 setbacks.
Oh, I had a triumph on that one.
Maybe you'll get one again.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so hard, 2 setbacks, and then upgrade the difficulty.
Yes.
God damn it, of course.
Oof.
I will say that it is not easy for you to determine too much detail, but your general familiarity with the people around you and your compatriots tells you these are almost certainly clones. That despite trying to look casual, they do have that kind of alert, upright posture of a fighter, of a soldier.
Are they in the same step? All left
They
at
are-
the same time?
No, they're actually like they're kind of splitting up and being kind of a loose group. visibly chatting to each other but keeping themselves clear. If you'd rolled a little better, you might have gleamed more, but I'd say that you determined that they're probably clones and that they might be a threat, but you don't really know more than that.
Okay.
I will say, though, as you turn and look down at the booth at the market stand that you stopped in front of, you see a remarkable array of jewelry laid out. You see more common gemstones, things that you might be able to identify. You see some blues, a bunch of clear gems set with gold and silver and platinum and other exotic metals. You also see some vibrantly red crystals.
I forgot about something. Sorry. I just noticed this. Roll a boost die for that next time. Yeah.
Why?
You're technically within short range of me currently, correct?
I would assume so.
Yeah. From now on, when you're doing perception or vigilance checks near me, add a boost die. If you're right next to me, add 2.
So this is warfare, but I would have used that as a remove setback.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because it is a perception-based check, but you're using your warfare skill. So I'll allow it to sort of apply, but I'm going to treat it as a remove setback rather than add boost.
Good to know for future use.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But looking down,
it's one of my rare ones that I just forget about.
Of course, always read your character sheet, people.
Mm-hmm.
Looking down at the array of gems in front of you, though, your eyes are drawn to these brilliantly red crystals, almost like artificial. You've heard of rubies and other common redstones. This is different. There's something innately deeply reflective about them. If you've ever seen a moissanite and how it truly splits and scatters the light in this rainbow of color, it's that, but a brilliant crimson red. And they seem to make up nearly half of the actual gems on display. And unlike some of the others...
Can I roll an outer rim?
Yeah.
I wanted to scan them with my helmet. Outer rim check too.
Yeah.
What information would you glean from your helmet?
I can analyze small gems and shit. I mean, it is a really advanced helmet.
Okay, I'm just imagining.
Sorry, I was watching videos on Mandalorian armor.
You throw the little rangefinder down, use it like a jeweler's eyepiece to like look at it closely.
Oh, it's all built into the visor. It's really cool once you like look into the videos and stuff.
I got you. I'm just saying the visual in mind I have, but I think that because you did just roll, I would like to let Tarnus take this first.
Yeah, I want Tarnus.
What difficulty?
You being an explorer, you are more knowledgeable about stellar phenomena, but there's no reason you wouldn't have some knowledge of geology and other sort of things. Plus, you are familiar with the Outer Rim in general and the trades of such things. So I would say for you, it's going to be a hard difficulty check, but you will not face any setbacks.
Did he use survival or Outer Rim for that?
These are not really pertinent to survival so much as they are to just a general knowledge of the trade culture and resources available. Survival would be more trying to figure out if the plant is edible.
Oof.
Okay.
Oof.
You do not know the exact name of these gems. However, with that triumph, I'd say...
What?
Yeah, no, Malistaire, these crystals do not appear to have any unique presence in the Force.
Okay.
Yeah, they were lightsaber crystals, didn't you?
Yes, he did.
I'd say with that failure and the threats and the triumph, you're not familiar with this particular variety, but it looks like other types of fire gems or firestones, as they're sometimes called. These are a variety of different materials that tend to form in very mineral-rich lava chambers, and the sort of remnants of major geological activity. They can be valuable, especially to the right buyer, but looking at the pricing on these, they seem to be middle of the road amongst the various pieces on display. If you look at similar size and craftsmanship, they don't seem too remarkable, but there seems to be a lot of them.
I'd like to ask the vendor what they are, what the red crystals are.
Sure, you look down and you see an older human woman, probably in her 60s or 70s, who's currently sitting on a little stool behind this kind of open sprawl and looks up at you with this sense of apprehension, but kind of, can I help you?
Yeah, what are all these red crystals? You have a lot of them.
They're about the only thing we can mine here that's worth more than, well, the basics. They're often called firestones, or we call them kami stone, or kami crystal. They are, well, here, take, and she kind of picks up one of the larger ones and hands it to you. It's like, they're mostly for aesthetics, but they can also be used, sorry, Laser, they're mostly for, fucking, let me find this voice.
You're good.
They're mostly for aesthetics, but they can also be used for lasers, or who's the part? I'm assuming that's
Woggy.
going to be. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
he
that's
had chickens.
Woggy.
I was like,
I watched him
chickens.
type it. Yeah, it's okay. I watched him type it on stream.
Yeah, gotcha. They are commonly used as focusing crystals in blasters, or there are rumors that the Jedi used to use them as lightsaber crystals, but I don't believe that's one. They're too delicate. And besides, there are other gems that are far more valuable here that might actually serve that role.
How much? I'm gonna ask her. How much are you charging for one of this size? The one that she picked up.
With the setting or just the stone?
Just the stone.
Yeah, and I would say it's about the size of probably your middle finger or your index finger. Similar diameter, octagonally faceted actually, and it's kind of like a pillar, like quartz. It comes to a taper point at one end and is cleanly polished cut on the other end. Well, that's one there would be 112 credits without a setting.
I'm gonna look to another one of the she has necklaces, I'm guessing, right?
Yes, you see necklaces, pendants, all sorts of things.
I'm gonna point to a blue necklace and ask how much for that one with the crystal. With this crystal, as I'm pointing or holding the red one, the fire crystal.
Yeah, you see it's kind of what type of necklace do you see?
I don't know. I'm letting you determine that. I'm getting something for another character.
Okay, but if you're getting it, have an idea of what you want, and I'll allow you to describe it.
I'm just thinking something really simple with a larger blue gem in the middle of it, with probably silver.
Yep. You see,
It's
a fairly simple silver chain, not super fine. They're fairly large links, though certainly not that complicated. And you see a kind of teardrop-shaped blue gemstone, about half an inch tall and maybe 2/5 of an inch wide and deep, like just kind of like narrowed teardrop shape. And it's set in a very open bezel with just a few little, like 3 little prongs, bottom, left, bottom, right, and top to hold it in place. Really just letting the gem shine in the middle.
I want to ask her how much that is. Woggy, switch to your actual token, not the party marker when you're talking.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
I thought I had my actual token.
No, you didn't.
The party map marker is out checking on chickens.
Oh. Whoops.
Anyways.
It doesn't matter. It just took a process of elimination. Like, who has chickens?
No, it's because I watched him do it on stream.
Yep.
How much? I'm gonna ask individually how much for the blue necklace. I'm gonna point at it too.
That would be 450 credits.
I'd like to do a negotiation and offer her 350 for both, or 400 for both. Let's do 400.
Are you negotiating, charming, or intimidating?
Negotiating.
Okay. Now I gotta figure out what this would be a challenge of. Let's say roll against just 1 red and 1 purple.
Okay. Before I roll this, does anyone give me bonuses to negotiation?
No. Negotiation's out my purview.
Holy shit!
This is more of the
They were both blank.
Yeah, that's.
That's gonna be my best roll of the night.
Hang on, I had to step away for a second.
A blank red. Holy shit!
And a blank purple.
It's like how I was rolling against Woggy and Armada. I just kept getting blanks.
I do appreciate your interest, but I can't take too much of a loss on that. How about 425?
Deal.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll cut you a break, but for free. All right.
I'll take it away.
Hang on, I just gotta add shit.
As soon as I have the red crystal in my hand, I'm gonna hand it over to Cade. Not toss it, but like walk over and tell him this. Cade, she said these can be used in focusing crystals for blasters. I think you should probably see what they can do.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. I have to create the items and grab some artwork for it, but that is not taking terribly
You
long.
were not expecting me to do this, were you?
Nope, but I don't mind.
Hey, you never know. Cade might discover something really cool about these stones.
Black rocks.
Where's just a good picture of one? It's gonna be a picture of some red quartz, but
That's probably exactly what it looks like.
it is. Only it's more clear and more vibrant, colorful.
Sorry for delaying everything, y'all. I wanted him to use a dark side token, so we got an extra before we got into serious stuff.
Nah, it's fine.
Hang on. Core.
You have more of these?
Yeah, she's got a shit ton of them.
Ow.
Like that's the thing that they mine.
You have been told that they are relatively common on this world, so you might find them on your own.
Yep. Well, where we're going, we probably will. But I wanted to also help out the settlement with currency.
We may end up
We're
helping them out a lot.
allies, damn it! We're still supposed to be the good guys.
No. I was laughing because we'll probably end up helping them out a lot more than just currency.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Right.
I'm also drunk.
Is anyone
and
else?
having a good time.
I hope you are.
Sure.
Is anybody else looking around the market doing anything interesting? Because there are quite a few little stalls here. They're not all gens. There's basically the only jeweler there. You see shops selling salvaged goods. You see food vendors of various kinds, both produce and cooked street food. You see clothing merchants and textile merchants and just a little bit of everything. You gather it might be a little bit of a market day, and that another reason the streets were so empty is that a lot of the town was here in this kind of spot.
Miles does go to the guy that's selling parts and stuff to try and look for parts.
What are you looking to find?
Just certain parts for maybe a Shoto.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? What can I get you for today, Mr. Togruta?
Afternoon. I am looking for a. I can't remember what the fuck the parts are called.
You look up what you're getting. You look up what you're going to Google. I'm going to find a picture of a sapphire necklace for V real quick.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's not an ability, motherfucker. Ability, sapphire necklace. What does it do? +1 charisma. Are you googling what the name of the type of power cell used in lightsabers is?
I'm basically just looking at the diagram of a lightsaber right now. So
Maybe you'll find a good
cell.
emitter.
Yeah, so a lightsaber's power cell, vanadium power cell.
Mm-hmm.
There's variety of components, but just what you got?
Probably the
You
main
look like the pensive sort of fellow. And yes, I'm going mildly transatlantic. Deal with it.
I'm looking for a cycling field energizer and a uranium power cell, if there's one. And then your
Vanadium powers? Damn near antiques. Where are you going to find those except if I hear, my friend? I think I got a few somewhere. Let me... And you look at this stand. It is just a fucking mess. It's actually... He's actually, like, right in front of a storefront that has a sign that's barely legible at this point. There's just something Scrap House. Like, you guess a name, but it's just... It starts with an A. That's all you know. He disappears inside in a hurry. This little sprightly... fucking what species was going to make this guy? What's funny? You know what? He's a Doug. He's a Doug.
Oh no.
He goes leaping inside. All right, it's around here. You hear clattering sounds, and there we are. One sec. Come on. And he comes back out and sets this little beaten up metal case, and you see inside slots for about 20 power cells, and there are exactly 2 left in there. I'm a bit running out. These are Old Republic vintage, a bit older than you might think. What kind of equipment do you need these for anyway? I don't think I've sold one of these since before the Clone Wars.
Just collecting odds and ends right now.
And after my own heart. Perfect. What was that about a field energizer you needed?
Energy modulate or cycling field energizer.
Huh. I might need to go check the book or the holonet. I'm not really familiar with what that product is. I might have something to that effect, though. I kind of end up with a little bit of everything, especially the scrap left over from the war. Heck, I got things that... Well, I don't know you. Probably keep that quiet.
But while he is looking at that, I do look at some of his other things.
Yeah. You see... Mostly it's mechanical parts. You see components to all sorts of things, but you also, as you kind of peek into the store itself, like through the open doorway, you see the power core of an ATTE Walker. You see a single laser cannon from an HMP gunship. You see a whole host of random military surplus, pieces of equipment, mostly things that could have a secondary function. In fact, you're looking at that laser cannon. It's actually been cut down, and you gather they might be using the forged barrel for something. It's just your scrap house. There's just every piece of salvage here.
Talking about a man after his own heart.
Can I get a perception check from you?
Yep.
We'll just go straight hard difficulty.
Throw a boost.
Okay.
You're close to me.
Well,
didn't do a goddamn thing.
Fucking worthless. That's your own fault. It ain't my fault.
And for the first time ever, nothing happens. Exactly nothing happens.
Useless.
A failure with nothing happening. Actually, it's not even a failure.
It's just straight even.
I'm almost impressed. I don't think I've seen it roll true neutral before.
You better quit.
In fact, with that, I'd allow you to make a second check with the
Noodle.
force of one.
Make a second check with.
Feel around. If you do, you can do a sense if you want to just try and detect stuff like that, or you can do, I don't know, just another perception check. I'm just gonna let you do it again because that's just weird.
I guess I get the boost again.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're.
Oh, by the way, Bea, you still roll triumphs even when you're not fucking here.
Oh, Bea, roll your destiny point, by the way. Yeah. You kind of at this point, hearing the noises. Oh my god, you're fucking breaking the pattern.
Yes.
At this point, you step into the actual store itself, and amidst all of the chaos, your eyes are drawn to something odd. In the far corner of the shop, kind of in a big pile of random things, you see a piece of old Jedi battle armor.
Wait, hold on. Where did the clones get Jedi battle armor from?
Don't question it.
Jesus Christ, what do you think?
What general?
Don't question it.
Miles walks over and looks at it a little.
It is part of a breastplate with a very thin, kind of flat form to it, meant to fit underneath armor or like other components of the outfit, basically more concealed. But it distinctly looks like things you've seen drawn for the temple. And there's this faint air of familiarity to it, though not something you're able to immediately grab.
And cue the force die roll.
At this point, the Doug comes poking around the corner. It's like, oh, that's a sad one.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Found an old dead Jedi back in the field some years back, right at the end of the war. Looks like the clones had shot her down. Took that off of her. A couple other things. You know how it is. Buried her too. Didn't want to leave her there.
I'm old enough to remember the Jedi weren't exactly bad people. Most of the clones here know that too by now. God, the amount of guilt in this town. If you could run a city off of it, we could power the whole fucking planet.
Oh my god.
I am going to do a discipline.
Was this Master Ali's armor? Since she was killed on Seleucamine?
That's what he just alluded to, so yes, probably.
No, I want confirmation from the DM.
DM, I can neither confirm or deny
You
your
feel a sense of clarity wash over you, along with a sense of sadness. And you hear something. Not with your ears, but in your mind. There's a crystal nearby.
What?
Okay, well.
Jedi Adventures! This would be a whole Tales of the Jedi fucking episode now.
Pretty much. So,
go get it!
How much for this breastplate?
Oh, I never really settled on a price for that one. Tell you what, buy something else, I'll throw it in for free. Not really that attached to it.
Al starts looking around for something to buy on top of the old
You got a
battery power cell.
You got an interest in the Jedi or something?
I am a collector of sorts. Just need a couple Jedi.
Collectors tend to have a good amount of credits on board.
If I remember correctly, Mal does have.
Will be working with the imps.
Mal
Steven
does
Dunn
have
kinda
some
bite
of
his
our
lip.
credits.
Can I trust you?
What would I have?
Kind of gives you a studying look. What do you think you'd roll?
Probably.
What do you say to him?
I don't know. Can you trust a Togruta? I mean,
I can trust a Togruta with a lot of things. But some things are a bit more sensitive than others. And, I mean, well, I doubt the Empire be too bothered about a piece of old armor floating around. Other bits of Jedi memorabilia can come with quite the negative attention if one were to potentially be in the possession of them, if you understand.
Oh, I greatly understand that one. Question, would I have anything? Not really. I would have any type of Jedi insignia on it. Even my lightsaber wouldn't have any type of insignia on it.
I swear to God, you show him the lightsaber.
Oh, you remember back in the fucking...
Dude, speed running the combat.
Keep it in the pocket.
What do you say to this fella?
Keep it in your
Just-
fucking pants, Jesus Christ!
I was gonna say it, but what do you say to this
Doug, who seems to be alluding to potentially having something of more interest?
Dougs are famously fucking assholes. Stop it!
Liars and backstabbers.
They scheme.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things scheme.
No, I lost my train of thought. God damn it.
In essence, he wants some sign that you are, in fact, trustworthy enough to show things he's not supposed to have to, and that you'd be a good buyer. This is a businessman at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. I know.
It's the impression you get of him. Anyone else can wander in at this time if they feel like it.
Yeah, I'll wander in.
What in particular is this shop?
And now there's a Mandalorian in my shop. Hello, Miss, I think? What can I do with you?
I'm a friend of the Togruta here.
Oh, okay. He kind of narrows his eyes and looks back and forth. That's an odd couple. Not that I'm insinuating anything, they're just...
I'm gonna
interesting.
look up very slowly, still with my helmet on, and just turn towards him.
You're one for eye contact, I see.
She does that a lot.
Oh, does she now? Okay.
I'm gonna good look back down and do you have this in your hand, Malice?
The armor?
Yes.
I'm looking at it. It's right in front of me. I have my head turned towards the Doug.
Yeah, I've pictured as you've pulled it down, you are looking at it. You're probably holding it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the armor and go, so you're trying to buy some old Republic armor?
That was kind of the
Talking to
idea.
Malice. Yeah. Are you having trouble deciding if you want it?
Well, I do want it. It's just, how do I put this? Showing that I can be trusted is kind of hard when I've been, you know.
No,
And now you've officially lost me.
Don't worry. I'm gonna ask his name.
Graft.
Graft?
Yes.
Graft, this I've been friends with this guy for a while. If anything, you can trust him, and I'm gonna hold out 200 credits on
His eyes
top
are
of
to you.
whatever he's buying.
Just to be very abundantly clear about things, you have no affiliation with a extraterritorial criminal organization or galactic government.
I'd like to
feel
see the
this
Empire
something
burn.
that I would like that just like
Now we're
This
talking.
man is.
I will
If you
join
just say
I will
nope.
join this band of married people inside the store because
You are an eclectic group. You got a
Awesome.
boffin too? What's up?
I have my rifles on my back. One of which is not legal.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
not the kind of place where
dog.
that sort of illegal matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
Let's be honest here. We have credits. You have things we want. Right? That's why we're in the store.
Okay, someone make a charm check.
I will.
Can I do a streetwise check?
What do you want the difficulty
Yes,
to
you
be?
can do a streetwise check to kind of catch his vibe completely and like what he might be up to.
Difficulty.
I'd say average difficulty streetwise, hard difficulty charm. Feel free to use those destiny points you got banked.
I don't need them.
Starting with Cole, just because it's a different tank. What you see is a businessman covering his own ass, but also trying to make some money. You don't sense any deliberate misdirection or secondary ulterior motives. Seems to be playing things pretty straight.
He wouldn't fucking sense anything from a Doug. I'm sorry.
Malice wouldn't, but
Jedi mind tricks
Criminal.
are infamously do not work on them.
Yeah, we're talking about
Criminal
Cole though.
Enterprise Boston
Yeah, Cole did this.
versus
Never mind.
We're checking criminal vibe check. It wasn't Jedi morality check.
I'm the
Jedi
terrorist.
mind-
Cole's the fucking criminal.
Yeah, they turn to you as like, all right, you seem like a pretty good, interesting sort of people, if nothing else. You're clearly mercenaries, freedom fighters, or some other sort of interesting group that I don't anticipate staying in town all that long, nor having any ties down to the place. Give me a moment. And you see as he on his weird kind of four-legged but also two-legged posture, jumps on over to the counter and pulls a rug aside, and you see a little hatch in the floor, and he looks back at you like, this isn't here, and pulls it open. Inside, he retrieves a large Durasteel, like, folded metal box, and jumps up and on the chair and puts it on the counter in front of you. Okay. You mentioned you're interested in Jedi memorabilia. I got something pretty nice. And you see as he opens this crate, you see multiple pieces of interesting Old Republic tech. You see a Republic era Starpath unit.
ooh,
You see a collection of military type data
Excuse you?
cards in a sealed case. And you see a lightsaber sitting next to it.
What?
Just here in the distance. What?
Surprise, lightsaber.
yeah.
well, this is the collection you have.
Told you. It's not that hard to find very interesting things.
Alice, you have an extra 1,000 credits from me.
I'm surprised Bay is not trying to jump on that fucking Starpath unit.
He is.
I mean-
He's just foaming at the mouth right now.
No, I'm sitting here like, huh. I mean, to
And
be
this-
fair,
and this-
for
and
someone
this-
to start negotiations, I'm just gonna be like, well, we'll take the whole box off your hands if it's something.
So how much
And,
for everything? Thing in
Yeah,
that box?
one more thing. I'm just gonna join the conversation at this point because can just get it relayed through Lyra's visor because get clone tech. Anyways, so got any commando blasters kicking around there?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Believe it or not, I did. The clones
Oh.
bought them off of me.
Which
Clones
ones?
bought them off of me years ago. I don't have any left.
Which ones? Which
I
son
want
of a
those
bitch do I gotta beat in a bar fight?
PC-17s with all the fucking modules attached to it. Those were quite.
Yeah, one of those ones.
Yeah, I don't have any more. I had exactly 2, and I sold them both.
Or is it Kark? Is it? I can't remember what it is. It's fucking
It's-
Kark.
It's Kark. Yeah.
Cracks.
Yeah. Or ferric.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, dank fact. That's what it is. There we go.
Yeah.
But how much for the box?
Oh, you're.
Oh, they're serious, by the way.
This is a lot of valuable items.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of potentially very useful items. Now, I don't exactly know where this Starpath unit came from.
Okay, and what do we have to trade this guy as well? Party. This is like party to party chat, like, you know. Ah, fuck.
What did?
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't have anything with us right now, and we have
I'm
money.
sure we got something he's interested in.
Hang on. I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Malia left 2 Westar 35s on the ship. We can offer that as trade.
If you take oh, you've already done the Destiny point, I see.
West Eye, you say? I can move those.
Only the finest of Mandalorian blasters.
And you can get a good price for those too.
Are you sure you're not going to get killed by her?
She'll be fine. I've dealt with far worse. I've seen her temper tantrums.
Mm.
Oh my god.
It's a good thing Tarnus isn't in there.
Hang on. I lost an item. I'm trying to find it.
Okay. Normally, for this lot, given the admittedly somewhat difficult nature of moving such materials out here on the rim, I would have asked for 10,000. Now those West Stars are very nice. But they're not going to take care of everything, certainly.
I'd say about 40% of it.
Can I do a negotiation check or charm?
Let me give an initial offer to you at least.
Okay.
How does 8,000 sound for the lot?
Mouse hands it over.
70. Whoa! 78.5.
Who's negotiating here?
Me. I was going to negotiate him down by 7,000, talking about how amazing the Mandalorian Westar 35s are.
Like, how about we continue that? I'm not going to let you just.
Okay.
But I think it's really funny. You're just like, here. Oh, okay, sure.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well, Smith, no, wonderful data. All of you, and I never met you.
That's me grabbing
say, 8,000
like, whoa.
8,000 credits. Just the
So
kid
what I'm
hands it
picturing
over.
is he just goes, sure, and everyone goes, no, and like grabs onto Malice.
No, I'd probably slap Malice's hand because he is a fucking child, basically.
I'm starting to realize that he is not. Sorry, I'm starting to realize he is not your negotiator.
I keep going Maine instead of transatlantic, which is only halfway to transatlantic.
I'm gonna slap Malice's
aggressive
hand as he
negotiation.
goes to shake the Doug's hand, and I'm gonna take my helmet off and go, "Are you really saying the Westars are only worth 1,000 apiece?
I mean,
these are some of the finest blasters in the galaxy."
Yeah, you selling them less than 5 is a crime.
Make me a negotiation check. Let's make it a hard with 1 red.
1 red, okay.
So it's 2 purple, 1 red. I've used them.
Oh my lord.
Where is my thing?
Oh!
Oh, I'd say so.
I mean, I don't want to disparage it. I don't want to disparage it. I do understand the Mandalorian hardware is about as sought after as can be. Not quite as much as the Beskar itself, but beggars will never be choosers. I have got my headphone cable tangled on my mic stand, and I don't even know how that's possible.
How the fuck did you do that?
I don't know. It's not even plugged in.
So, what are you using that
All
suck
right.
your pit droids or something?
Huh.
Who let Dum Dum in his house?
What is
And
your price point you're trying to offer with this? Like, what is your counter offer?
The Westars are worth at least 2,000 apiece.
Maybe in the right markets and my heart, they could be worth 2,000.
I've got 2 clones that beg to differ. They would pay anything for West Stars.
You're clearly working together. Why the fuck would they be paying you for your... what is this arrangement you're trying to insinuate exists between you? You're the group Sugar Mama? What is
I've
this?
not always been a warrior.
You're a Mandalorian. I find that hard to believe.
She was.
I'm gonna show
No,
my
let me
clan.
finish. You are
No.
still winning this negotiation. I cannot... How much did you succeed by again? Oh, fuck.
5 successes.
Look, I can't concede all of that. But you got a point, and I could probably move him for more. There's some bounty hunters that come through here periodically. I could definitely... Oh, you got to...
Oh, you know they like those. Come on.
Yeah, they might as well.
This is Arcade is gonna walk in and he's gonna disconnect his grenade vault and he's gonna put that on the counter and offer it for trade as well.
What in the world am I
God.
looking... What?
Hey,
That sir
Y'all are-
is,
what is this?
not that long ago.
You people are the weirdest bunch I've ever seen come through my shop, and that's saying something. I appreciate it, though. It's entertaining as all hell. But back to your point, though. First of all, I don't know what that is. I don't know if I want it. Secondly,
Oh my lord.
6,700.
I'm going to look to Cade and look for his approval. Okay, I'm gonna look to Malice.
Just take the money.
Bounce just nods.
Okay,
And
deal.
Mouse places the money from his own pocket because he has 8,600 on him. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
He
pick up the
gingerly
grenade belt
closes
and
the
throw
box
it
and say-
back at Cade.
You lunatics are really trying to get that shit.
some high quality stuff.
I mean, yeah, no, I can't blame y'all, but like, holy shit.
mhm.
This is what I built my character for! Alright, Malice hands that over. I pick up the belt and throw it back at Cade without even looking at him.
Basically over your shoulder.
Yep. I can see behind me.
hmm
One of those shut up and take it back.
Yep. More like peddle your shit somewhere else.
They don't know what they're missing.
Yep. All right. Who's the data cards? I'm gonna have to just make a thing up because I don't have a card for. So just make a note. that you have
I'd
the
probably
data
say
card.
give it all to Malice, to be honest.
hmm
Okay.
Yeah.
Just give
Yeah,
him
I
the whole
haven't-
box.
Considering I haven't given you anything. All right. So here's a Republic Era Starpath unit, and here's Stasili's lightsaber.
Oh, it is actually her. Okay, that's good confirmation. Holy shit.
Don't forget the breastplate that he said was going to get thrown in.
Yep, that was gonna get thrown in for free.
Yep. It's
You might as
technically
well-
just the components, but
You might as well just throw that fucking bitch on.
It's not enough for an actual like piece of armor.
Yeah, that's fair.
You have a lightsaber belonging to a fucking High Council member.
hmm
Damn it. Y'all burned through. Y'all burned through all our fucking luck with that kind of trade.
Not really. I'm gonna grab the West Stars from the ship and bring them back to the.
okay.
The
You are. We'll say after this because timing. You have moved through the marketplace, completed your. What were you getting at the ship? What was the original reason for going there?
The
HK.
HK, and K9. I was
Okay.
grabbing both. While all of their stuff was going on, can I make some rolls real quick?
What kind of rolls would you like to make?
So stealth, and then what kind of roll would I? Let's do the stealth first. I'm trying to hide from those clones following us.
Okay. Let me figure out what you're rolling against.
But all that but the whole box goes into my backpack deep. So.
All right, and we're going to be rolling against vigilance and perception. You're rolling against. If you're doing a direct roll against them, I believe you're rolling against 3 reds.
3 reds?
Mouse,
Ooh.
just drop it off
So
at the ship
3
because we went there
challenge.
after we bought.
Okay.
I'll probably do that.
Oop.
Yeah, you believe you have successfully hidden yourself.
Okay.
My computer, but
By the way, he threw the Dantium power cell in for free.
Okay.
Oh.
Just because I forgot.
Oh.
Now, what would I need to roll to, like, get close enough to try and identify any markings on them?
You would have to navigate closer. And I'll say if you kind of stuck around in the marketplace as the rest of the group moved on, you would have seen them moving past. And can I get a perception check from you? It will be, because they are cloaked in a crowded marketplace, not the best lighting and raining. I'm saying it's going to be a hard check. Actually, you know what? It's just a straight daunting check with 1 setback.
Okay.
So that's 4 or purple.
I
Yeah,
can use the head real
4
quick.
purple, one black. Yeah,
Success.
succeeded. Wow.
4 threats,
Yeah.
which ain't
That's
good.
a crazy good lucky success.
How the DM chooses to play the
As
threats.
soon as I
is-
finish adding the power cell, which I thought was an existing item, but it is not, so I had to create it. I've had to make so many items this session. Not complaining. I'm having a great time.
Hmm.
Oh God, where did I
We
put
completely
it? Oh, I put it-
derailed this session. We should have been down probably in the fucking lava.
Yeah, but that's
tank
not.
already.
But we're having a good time, are we not?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Technically,
yeah,
you
I
could
know
have come here.
Malice
I had the whole Stassa Lee thing set up as a if they go to the market. The first thing that was something I came up with just because might fit with later info. Secondly, moving on. As they walk past, hang on. As they walk past, you notice clearly just the bulk that these individuals have in their equipment. It is
Alright, I'm back.
above what you'd see on most clone troopers, but also kind of smoothed out. And you catch a faint glimpse of a very distinctive T-visor that does not look like either of the clones you've worked with, or the Phase 1 armor you've seen. This is something different that has a faint blue glow to it. And as the first person walks by, the second clone happens to glance over and turn to face you.
Face who?
Tarnus.
Did he just reference these are commandos?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
We're fucked.
You hear?
No, we
I
ha-
can't
we
do the
haven't-
voice,
we
obviously.
haven't-
I can't do it obviously, but you hear a very kind of processed voice come out and say, "They're trouble, Duros."
None at all.
On your way.
Tarnus is good.
By now, all 6 of them have stopped and are looking at you.
6? Oh, fuck.
I feel like Alpha should roll a perception as he was an Alpha.
No, he's on the ship. This is after you guys left.
Oh!
Yeah, no.
Oh!
I had separated from the group and hidden in the crowd.
Let me correct the previous statement. You're fucked.
No, they
They're
don't.
both-
They don't.
He didn't roll anything worse than threats. He's one of the people they're interested in, but he's not immediately seen as the most dangerous. They are just telling him to fuck off.
What do you mean, one of the people they're interested in? What do you mean by that?
I'm part of our group, so they're tracking us.
No. He would have said the group or something similar. He said one of. You slimy DM.
Yeah, no. Tarnus is gonna pick his way through back alleys back towards the ship so that he can meet up with everyone else, but he is going to take some time to come over the comm. We have 6 commandos following us.
6. You hear Mouse instantly reply.
That's right. 6 of them.
Any markings?
Look at Alpha.
What was your question, Tristan? Sorry.
Any markings?
You didn't get a close enough look to see.
No. The katana armor. That's all I know.
I think it would now be in our best interest to get to the city hall
Yeah.
quickly.
Actually, I'll tell you what.
You gonna retrospect?
I will say that the helmet you saw was white with a green stripe on it.
Oh no!
That's larger than a typical clone commando fire team, though, which is interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that person, if it's the one I think he's referencing, oh no!
On your way down the alley, as you we'll say you've arrived back at the ship just as the others are disembarking with the covered assassin droid in tow. And we'll say at this point you've also picked up Sela, your compatriot from the Zon Consortium, and goes, "Alright, so what are we up to this day? I know you asked me to wait here, and it's getting boring. Have you figured out where the
You told us she was when we were walking through the streets.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Haven't really settled on it. It's fine. So she goes, "You people are fun. Everywhere you go is something exciting. And deadly."
Yeah, deadly's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Why is Tarnus running? And you all look over and you see Tarnus booking it to you.
He gets to the ship. Oh fuck. Why did it have to do that?
Is anybody following him?
Not immediately.
No.
Fucking obvious about it?
No.
If you look around, there are surveillance cameras all around this little starport.
Yeah. They very clearly knew I separated from y'all. Oh, damn it.
Were you just running from commandos?
Yes, he was.
I was making my way back here.
Are you sounding out of breath in character, or is that just...
Yes. Yes,
okay.
no.
In character.
Yeah.
No, he's been gooning this whole time.
Quite true.
Well.
No.
Sure sounds like you're running.
The atmosphere here is not the best for my lungs, thank you.
I'm gonna walk off the ship, because I've got the West Stars with me, don't I?
Yep.
I'm gonna grab the West Stars, and I'm just gonna mosey on back to the market.
Hey, you can give me a perception check if you'd like.
Sure. Difficulty?
Now that you know what to look for, it'll be average with 2 setbacks. Just do the environmental.
I guess I'll go with them.
Lyra, you've lost sight on these commandos.
That's okay, I'm not really looking for them, to be honest.
What are you looking for?
I'm just walking back, trying to finish the deal.
Fair enough.
Right now, keeping my word is the biggest problem.
Yeah, let's start making our way towards City Hall.
Yeah, I will say you're able to complete the deal without further issue. And oh, I just closed my notes. That's not the button I wanted to click. You may actually. I need to pee real quick. Let's just take a 5-minute bio real fast. It's about time. Yep.
That sounds like a plan.
Smoke break for
Run your
Wuggy.
ads.
Yep.
Vanish the plebs to the land of monetization.
Hell yeah. I hope it looks good, dude. Like, I did a little flippy do. Put everything on the left-hand side of the screen instead of the right-hand side of the screen for the overlay.
No, the terrifying thing right now is he put Fixer in the group. Is the rest of them there? Fuck. You just had to pick the fucking that group.
Well, you at least know Scorch isn't with him. Because he's dead.
Yeah. But is Sev with him?
Wasn't he left on Kashyyyk?
No.
Wasn't he left behind at Kashyyyk?
That's what that's where the books ended it, but depending on if you go by like any of the more recent things, whether you were doing EW, he survived and has been helping gather up clones and whatnot, or not, is all up to you.
So far, you've confirmed one member of Omega Squad. That is all. Or sorry, Delta Squad. That is all you know.
Yeah.
I'm instinctively going and grabbing my headset cable, even though it doesn't fit this headset, and it's at like full battery. Because I'm so used to my shitty old headset that needs to be plugged in to fucking work.
But as Valis leaves the ship, he is also going to do a perception check.
Since Tarnus is near Malice at the ship,
Also,
Tubus,
why are you afraid of the most level-headed member of Delta Squad?
because I don't know who else is with him. And they knew I had separated from the group.
Malstare, what are you seeking? What are you looking for? We are technically Solemn Break, but I'll allow it.
Basically just seeing if I can spot even one of the commandos.
You see no fewer than 3. Again, all just giving you distance.
Okay.
Just you are the most interesting thing in town, and you are clearly being watched by the most competent people in town.
Most terrifying people in town. Saying competent is honestly like an understatement. We're being watched by commandos.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey, you have one with you. What's the problem?
We have. Yeah, I was gonna say we have an ARC with us.
An Alpha class
Commando.
arc.
Yeah. Commandos did work for the Empire for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore.
Delta was not a big fan.
Nope.
No, it wasn't.
Except for Scorch.
Well, yeah, okay, that's fucking Scorch.
Yeah, Scorch is like your precursor to Crosshair.
Yeah, a better version of Crosshair, debatably. Wait, is that Fixer that we just ran into?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Now you understand.
We're fine. We're fine. Stop panicking.
At least he's like
Yeah,
the
he
most
is.
calm.
Yeah, he's the level-headed of the group. Scorch is dead. Maybe Boss is here, but as far as I remember, Boss is working for the Empire.
Not anymore. He got retired out by now.
Yeah.
But they definitely.
I said the last time we saw Scorch, wasn't he getting the data from Savage's massacre?
No, he was getting shot in the Bad Batch.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yep, he was killed in the Bad Batch.
Fixer was?
No, Scorch was.
Scorch.
Sorry, I
Scorch.
meant Fixer. I'm drunk. Leave me alone.
No, we're playing a game.
I made
drunk,
wild
I'm
berry
Tristan.
muffins so I can sober up.
Hello,
That's a
Drunk.
great
I'm
choice.
Tristan.
Are you back, Wuggy? Okay, wait another minute.
Yeah,
He just
no.
texted me, so he's probably thinking.
And thinking. And thinking.
Is there anywhere to buy explosives in this market?
Not obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no
Sorry,
place just
Wuggy. No, there's
advertising.
not.
There are a few stalls selling like lower end weapons, but they're all doing it like behind display cases, and like you get the impression most people in this town don't feel the need to be heavily armed.
What he was more thinking was, it's a mining town. They must have explosives.
Drill-based mining for the minerals in the hydrothermal waters and other things,
Yeah.
Not
blasting quarries.
Yeah. Not.
The ground, there's too much water here. The ground would just collapse into a stinky, caustic mud pit if you tried to do that.
True.
Mhm.
Wuggy, hurry up, you smucking fucking... I don't even know what to call you right now. Hurry the fuck up. These muffins are very good. This wine
Good.
is fantastic.
What type?
I don't know. It's strawberries and grapes is the flavor. It's a red wine.
Oh, so it's a flavor
Red,
wine.
red wine.
Yeah, it's bitter, but I like all wine.
For reds, I would
Okay.
usually go for like a Cabernet Sauvignon or
No,
something.
there are
like
no
Wuggy.
demo shops that we can buy stuff from.
So I had a light bulb moment, but it was like a fluorescent light bulb because it took a while to kick on.
Okay.
Like the old
That's all
are
your light
there-
bulb moments, but all right.
No, there's not, Wuggy. I just asked them.
Fuck. Okay.
No, this town does have mining, but it's done via drilling and basically fracking. The ground here is
Okay.
way too wet for an open pit mine, so they don't really need explosives.
Okay. Unfortunately.
And it's also like semi-military settlement. Like looking around, really the only people you see here who are visibly armed besides you are the clones who are standing with obvious armor on.
Gotcha.
This is a pretty safe town, you gather.
Yep. And also, we
Let's
are
make our
unknown.
way to City Hall.
Yes.
Walking through the streets, you find yourself standing fairly quickly in front of a building that clearly used to be a hardened command post of some kind. It's been like a prefab bunker complex, but relatively small. One side of it is the same ramped ferrocrete walls, heavily reinforced structure. The other side, it looks like it's just been warped into a shitty office block. And it's small. It's only about 3 stories tall. It's one of the few, like, 3-story buildings in town. But it gives this odd semblance of utility and utility.
I guess that's one way to repurpose one of those.
Let's figure out if we can get to this place. I guess.
Well, there's the road right there. It leads right to it.
As you're sitting there standing, I won't make you make a perception check as you see kind of a half moon of cloaked figures has gathered around you. Still at some respectful distance, though. now very much standing in the open.
So what was the marking on the one that you saw?
Green line.
At this
Down the
point,
visor.
at this point, they throw off their hoods and, without making like obvious threatening motions, kind of pull their cloaks back, making it clear they are indeed all equipped as full clone commandos in proper armor. Hang on, let me grab
What would
some.
I have to roll to try and for Mouse to try and remember what clone trooper that might be?
You wouldn't know him.
You wouldn't necessarily know them specifically.
No.
You
Commando. Commandos are
variety.
rarely known.
Two of them have plain white armor. One of them has armor with blue highlights. One of them is like the entire upper half is blue for the most part, like all the pauldron down. One of them, the armor is completely blacked out except for a red, like forearm vambrace. And then the last one is mostly what is mix of white and green. And that is the one that steps forward and says, I think it's obvious you have business with the XO or the commander. Your presence here has certainly been noticed. We like to be as welcoming as is practical. But when a group like yours walks through, I hope you'll forgive our caution. Who exactly are you?
We're no friends of the Empire, if that's what you're wondering, or any major criminal organization consensually.
It's very vague. I find that answer vague and mostly unconvincing. Looks over and says, looks over at the R2 and goes, you actually an ARC, or you just wearing the armor?
Excuse me?
You did hear what I said.
And here comes crazy.
Yep.
I'm gonna actually whisper that under my visor.
0067 Alpha. What's your tag?
RC1140.
Newcomer.
He kind of cocks his head a little bit. Yeah, you're alpha class, all right.
All right, we gonna keep doing this bullshit, or
You just see Miles just shakes his head a little.
Tarnus is like constantly looking back and forth, like, "Oh God, please no!"
And surely you recognize somebody from the old command. I say, cocking my head at Malice.
You fucking just did what?
No!
The tension in the room is in this square is palpable, and you see people starting to scatter.
Why did we let him talk?
Definitely an alpha class. No one else would have said that out loud. Though, yes, we've got a few ex-Wolfpack members here who did recognize
You
their
just
old
say it
commander.
out loud here.
What? So this is developing very quickly.
Oh shit!
You're gonna act like I didn't recognize half of these men walking through here? Even though we all might look the same?
That would be impressive, given your history. The rest of
always
you,
have the
though,
helmet.
you're a pilot. Got a designation on hand, or you've forgotten it just as much as this guy's forgotten his manners? He says, turning to you, Cade.
When do I forget
Oh.
you fucking manner?
I'm gonna slap the back of Cade's
Um,
armor and push him forward.
yeah, I was a bomber.
That is completely unhelpful.
Your number, idiot.
73212.
Right. Just continues looking over group and turns to a Mandalorian, ex-member of Death Watch. An Alpha class who, how you are alive, I don't know. Pilot,
Yeah, makes two of us.
Jedi in hiding. And then we've got a Bothan and a Duros. It's safe to say you're not working with the Empire. I think that's plainly obvious.
You're not working with
That doesn't.
anyone.
That still doesn't explain why you're here.
I'm here looking for two of my brothers that I served with, and I heard that they might be here. One of them, Wampa, I've heard is definitely here.
You're definitely here and definitely currently in the brig.
Why does that not surprise me?
Classic flyboy drunken addicts or something worse.
You could say that. Though in this case, it was more like Ground Boy crashes into building.
Aye.
He'll be alright. Luckily, it was just a shed and nobody got hurt. If you want to take him off our hands, we wouldn't mind, really. But
we could do that.
He is
Frankly, that's up
helpful.
to him, but yes.
He is helpful to have with a Y-Wing. And we've only got a handful of those that can fly. If the Consortium or the Hutts or the Empire decides to head this way, he has his purpose.
We wouldn't mind a few more than just him if y'all are looking for work.
After he says that, I want to immediately pull out my what do they call the little hologram projector things?
Chain code?
Holodiscs? Something like that?
Yeah, the holo disc, and I want it to be of the resurgence that pops up. As soon as Tarnus says that.
He's seen cock an eyebrow. You see his cock to his head to the side. That's not really my call to make. But it seems you've made enough noise, and you look over and you see a clone, this time not wearing armor, this one dressed in something that feels military with its cut and formality, but is definitely civilian clothing. With a very stern expression on his face as he marches out, he goes, "Fixer, you done harassing the locals? They're not... Locals, or are we going to have a conversation with them now? I think you've made it abundantly clear they're not about to start shooting. Am I right?" He says, turning
I
to
haven't
you.
even raised my blaster yet.
Wasn't even planning.
My
on
helmet's
it.
still off, so
You see, as he looks, his eyes pass over you, Mouse, and they just freeze for a moment. Before he just shakes his head like, no. You see his fixer kind of gets up. Boyle, we're just I don't care.
Alright.
Take their weapons if you insist. But they came here for peaceful purposes. I'm going to talk with them. The commander's out. I'm in charge. I don't care where the ranks were. Yes, sir. All right. They kind of close in around you.
Boyle as in the 212?
Yeah.
They did say yellow boys were around.
Orange boys. All right. Inside. Leave your weapons on the table if you don't mind.
Mouse
I'll
This
leave all
is
my
Boyle
plainly
saying this to you
visible
as you all
weapons.
follow in, and the commandos take a look at your armor and just say, like your armor layer, and just say, helmet on the table.
I didn't have it on anyways. I'll just set it down.
Yep.
Malice
You
this
all
time
kinda-
does take off his lightsaber.
Both of them?
The other
You
one
have
is.
two- well, no,
The other one.
Yeah, he left on the ship.
Okay.
Well,
There are-
I mean,
there are
wouldn't
some-
you
there are
keep that as
lingering
your
looks at that.
ceremonial saber since you're a general?
There are no. He wasn't a general. He was a commander.
Mhm.
There
Same
are
thing.
there are some looks given at that, and there's just this general sense of malaise in the room. but nobody makes any hostile action, which is probably a good thing as you disgorge yourself of a copious number of weapons and are soon filed into a very much overcrowded small office space with only a single window on one side. It's clearly function over form. And while most of the commandos stay outside, Fixer does stay there and kind of lean against the wall. And you're all kind of, most of you are seated. There is not quite enough sitting space, so one of you
just
stand.
stands up.
I'll stand as well with Malice.
Alright. And Boyle sits back in the chair, kind of puts his head down and says, I never want to turn away newcomers, but you've certainly been an interesting group. You come here, you immediately go to immediately head to the cantina, somehow get the old man to spill everything. We'll have a talking to over that, but don't worry, he's not going to get hurt. We're soldiers, not the Empire. Head on through the market to the only known criminal dealer in town and buy something. I'm not even going to question that at this point. And then come here. Clear you came on business. I hear that you're looking for a pilot, possibly more than one. But you're also asking around. And now I'm in this awkward position where I have to look at two of my brothers and this eclectic group of individuals you two are traveling with and ask what you're doing here and why you're poking around and asking so many specific questions about the state of this place.
Would the rebellion even be underground knowledge at this point?
It's the kind of thing where rebel groups are known to exist, but the Empire's clamped down hard on any information about them.
But these clones would probably have heard from other clones, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to speak up. At the same time, I'm going to set my hand on Cade's shoulder and go, we're part of the rebellion recruiting for our unit.
The rebellion, huh? Not exactly an organized bunch, are you? I've seen how the rebel cause works. Rex tried it back in the day. Didn't work out very well. Half of us are here because we turned against the Empire pretty directly after the war ended. Some of us a bit later than others.
Do you know of Captain Rex as well?
Know of him. Met him a couple times. Was in touch with him a little bit towards the end of the war, but afterwards he tried to recruit me to his little rebel band. I didn't join up.
Good man. I served with him during the Siege of Mandalore.
I served with him more times than I care to admit.
We're probably one of the most organized cells at the moment, but it's why we're here, looking for the best soldiers in the galaxy.
You best keep on looking. Look at us. We're a bunch of old men playing soldiers. We're not an army anymore.
I've seen old men.
Miners, bartenders. Our war is over.
I don't
There's
think so.
more to war than fighting on the front line.
I think we
War brings a lot of
have.
horrible things, even when it is for a good cause. I've seen just what happens to the victims of it. And mark my words, there are no lack of victims, even in a legitimate and just war. Especially when you're fighting someone who does not care about civilian casualties, who does not care about what happens. You guys may be doing good. Maybe you are big enough, strong enough, and capable enough to take down the Empire someday. But how many kids are going to end up without parents as a result?
I know better than most the sacrifice it takes to achieve a goal.
And how many more false flags with dead kids are they gonna commit? Eh?
I'm not saying I support the Empire, nor am I saying I don't feel some desire to fight against them. But ultimately, it wouldn't be my decision anyway. We have a bit of an order in town. The commander calls the shots. But he's a bit distant. Way to command wasn't exactly something that's done great things to him after all these years. I'm the people person, if you can believe it.
Well, from what I remember of you, well, that tracks.
You seen your counterpart?
Master Plo
Brother
Koon?
Togruta Jedi? No. I know his fate.
Ahsoka? No, I have not even...
Never reported dead. Maybe she's out there somewhere. I don't know. Personally, I think Kenobi's out there too. But that's a different matter.
He might be, it's hard to tell.
Cody was sure adamant that he died. Ate him up hard. Haven't seen him in a while either.
No. The chip's kind of... well, we all know.
He just nods a little bit. Yeah. Alright.
Tarnus is gonna lean forward a little. The other reason we're here is recently the consortium had a break-in at one of their facilities.
Break-in?
Well, more like a sacking based on the damage that was done.
Anything that made noise that was destroyed and bashed with a gravity-augmented weapon of some type. We think a quarterstaff.
Yeah. Ask some of the 91st boys who were here when they cleared those boys out. Sorry, when they cleared those Niktos out the first time. Back at the beginning of the... well, back at the end of the war. They thought they got them all, but... then they started crawling out of the holes in the ground. Turns out, the lead scientist of that program didn't die. Moved to an outlying facility, kept it up for a couple years, got bored, and threw those projects out to the waste fairly recently.
It's at least 7.
There's more than that. At least there were. I've been in that facility. They released a total of 62 of them. But that was 5 years ago now. Most are probably gone. They were warriors, sure. Dangerous as all hell in the fight, but not really any working knowledge outside of that. There's a difference between cloning someone like us, letting us take 10 years to actually learn to be functional individuals,
and then
sending us on our way then. These were Sparty clones. 2 years growth time, they go mad still. Eventually. I know that some of our brothers during the late war were also Sparties. There's a reason they didn't let them down with the rest of us Kaminoans.
That's an accelerated time growth of what? 4?
It's minimum of 1 as far as I understand. Wouldn't want to go below that apparently. But even then they're unstable. These clones, they got between 1 and 8 years apparently. It's a lot of time since the end of the war for them to be working on it. Commander would know more though. He spent a lot more time with that scientist. Since you already know
this
as much.
commander of yours?
Oh, buddy from the war. Keep it private for now though. I still don't exactly know if I feel comfortable sending you along further.
We're only here to help.
You'd be the first. Let's not forget you came along with someone from the consortium, and that she very conveniently went missing shortly before you approached the building. And it's at this point you all realize Cirrus is just not here. We're keeping an eye on her. But she's slippery. I'd be careful around that one.
In all fairness, we did just meet her.
She was supposed to help us with getting into the facility, or at least knowing where it was at. I guess she fulfilled that portion of the role.
She still might. But I don't trust anyone with the consortium. We've had a working relationship with them for some years now, but you can see just kind of a look of disgust on his face. They're not the sort of people I want any relationship with. Unfortunately, we have to pay them off, cooperate at least a bit. They got the power to take us out, and they would do it if we slighted them.
Necessary evils.
We're a bit of unwilling participants for them right now.
Can't imagine they come along willingly. For a Jedi, even an X1 to be working with them? You'd have fallen
the boss
pretty
of
far.
this place happened to be running the base we stole a particular jammer from in the past.
And you think you're working for him and not being used as tools?
Oh, we know we're being used as tools, but we figure we can. We figure we can get out of this.
The second you're no longer useful, you'll be disposed of.
They can try.
We've already pissed off Jabba once.
He just blinks
Pissed off
twice.
Might be an understatement.
That's one of those situations where the less I know, the better.
Agreed.
Anyone else of particular import you've managed to anger in your efforts?
What's the moth that we pissed off, Exile?
Grand Moff Artis Kane.
Yeah, an Imperial Moff.
Grand Moff Kane might be a little sore at us.
Tarnus kind of.
There's a long pause.
Sore is an understatement.
I suppose it's better than Tarkin. But you just... I'm not... Do I want to know how you managed to personally fend the second most powerful Moff in the galaxy?
I'm gonna
Empire
mention
Day.
the Empire Day incident.
No. Tarnus is just going to say Empire Day.
That was you?
I'm gonna tilt my head back and raise my eyebrows. Yeah. Partly.
Well, I guess capability-wise, I don't have anything to question you about.
Ooh! I'm gonna look at Cade and Cole, who were the main people responsible for how crazy that got.
If I had another 5 minutes, it would have been a lot more interesting.
Yes, I'm sure it would have been, Cole.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I was told no explosives.
By me. For a good reason.
I guess you're not quite that reckless, then.
You have to keep a leash on Alpha and Cade here.
We're entirely reckless. We're just smart about being reckless.
At least we're not as bad as what some things that General Skywalker did.
Or what Saw Gerrera's been up to.
Oh, I don't know what Gerrera, but... I don't even... half of the things we got up to with Skywalker were... borderline illegal, definitely suicidal, somehow we lived. That's the only way to describe it.
Somehow Rex...
That sounds like our adventures so far.
Well, at least I trusted Rex.
Well, somehow Rex...
Captain Rex was
made it
smart,
through.
but he was also a little crazy.
A lot of the time, commanders take after their generals.
Glad I never met Skywalker.
You might have liked him.
I met him a
Reckless,
few times,
chaotic, but good man. Really?
I met him a few times while with Plo Koon, but only a few times.
He actually cared about just about everyone. Other than
Everyone under
Kenobi,
him
if there's any Jedi I truly wish hadn't died at the end of the war, it'd be him.
I think I was the
Probably.
right age to fight with Kenobi and Bo, right?
Yeah, you did. You did.
That's right. I met Kenobi once.
Did you?
I did. I was working with Bo-Katan at the time.
Death Watch, then.
Temporarily.
Lots changed. I won't judge you on your past connections, though I do hope you'll keep the terrorist actions out of my town.
I think I've been pretty good about that. I'm gonna glance to Malice.
If you did try it, you're going to be launched into the stratosphere.
We'll test that another day.
Well, he could come back. She's got a jetpack.
That's the only problem with Mandalorians is jetpacks. They still hurt when they ram you. That's
Alright.
Malice adjusts his shoulder.
So, you're clearly a competent group of individuals fighting for ideals I can at least believe in, even if I can't say I.
Fully
Correction.
support.
Correction. Ideas I at least support, if not believe in. You're clearly not here to cause too much trouble specifically. And while you're problematic, in some ways reckless, I don't think you're fully suicidal, nor do I think you'd be an immediate threat. What do you know about what's happening at the facility?
I'm gonna spew everything the bartender told us. I don't remember it word for word, but you do.
Yeah.
Malice
in
also
summary-
brings up some of the hypotheticals that he thinks might be happening due to a lot of the stuff that they discovered was stolen at the facility.
The short of it is this. Us clones are living very truncated lives. And that scientist is trying to fix that. I don't think we can trust him, but the commander does. And enough others have signed on that I'm overruled there. The commander and a platoon of others is on site, mostly to keep the facility safe from those mad Nikto clones. Apparently, the research into these therapies has been going well, but they've hit a snag. And they need information from off-world, that's all I know. I have been told to keep my eyes open for any potentially valuable contractors or competent individuals of some degree of like-mindedness. I think you might just work. So what do you say?
What's the
I don't
job?
think You'd have to ask the commander. Compartmentalization's important, especially when any news that the clones could be made healthy again and made to live longer would terrify the Empire to no end. Secure as this town may be, there's enough transients coming through that we know the Empire's got their agents present.
Empire's never bothered us before.
The ISB does love their spies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in.
I didn't doubt anything on that, brother.
I'm also in.
He just gives you a nod.
Alright.
We're all in. We're here to help.
All right. It's a bit of a journey. I can't send anyone with you, unfortunately. Those Niktos have been crawling the tunnels recently. I've got some men down there guarding the entrance. They've killed 2. The only advantage that we have against them is that if the area is well lit, they're not very good at hiding, at least comparatively. And they don't use blasters or any other sort of ranged weapon. They only use those staves they've got. Keep them at range. They're not too bad. Let them get them close. They'll crack clean through a chest plate. They've been in the tunnels. It's about 20 miles through them to get to the compound. You make it there. We'll consider that your final test.
Alright.
Any further questions?
Nope.
Fixer, you mind showing them the entrance? Fixer says nothing. Kind of just turns and walks out of the room. Let's go with him. I hope you
I'll
live.
follow behind.
Miles starts walking after Fixer.
Yep, gonna grab my helmet on the way out.
Miles grabs
Yeah,
his
and all your other gear.
pistol and lightsaber. Miles makes sure to tuck it back into the
Yeah,
pouch on his belt.
Tarnus is going to make sure the 2 droids start following him after they pick up their shit again. The droids
So
stayed at the fucking entrance.
Just so glad we didn't bring the droideka.
Yeah, as you walk out through there, you see Fixer turn to one of the clone troopers with the blue, one of the commanders with the blue armor, and says, "Boyle went for it, Niner. Knew that was going to happen." The other one just shakes his head and moves on. And they lead you through the military bunker down several stories below ground as you realize this was kind of built into the earth. And soon there is a sealed... Hang on, I gotta have a little different music. Yeah, the derelict ship music should work well for this.
Wait, Niner is in Phil?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, they have an Omega Squad member there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
these guys are
Darman's
stacked.
also there.
These dudes are stacked with commandos.
Yeah.
Those are the only 3 I've named. The rest are generic.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Any commandos that survived the war is incredible.
No. See, the crazy part
Wait,
is...
didn't Niner fight Grievous and live?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Darren's part of Omega. Omega literally...
Barely, mind you.
Yeah.
Omega Squad literally took 2 Jedi generals and snuck them out of the fucking Coruscant.
Yeah.
Niner's also from Omega.
Yeah. Nope. It's just like, yep.
Just
got-
some of those
Again,
legendary
Niner's
clones
also
ever.
one of the few to buttstock smash Grievous in the face and live withheld tail. So, there's also...
Considering the
people
General
to ever
Tarpol, Tarpol, or Tarpol, the not Tarful, but Tarpol, the Gungan defeated Grievous. So like,
Gerald T'Pol?
no, that's the master of Cal
Yeah, you're,
say-
you're talking about
I don't think
Tarpals,
he...
the gun
I
guy.
don't think he... Okay.
Yeah, the Gungan general.
During the invasion of Naboo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did fucking what?
Yeah.
He's
you don't
Grievous
you don't remember
well,
that
like,
from
he
the
had
Clone Wars?
with
Defeated
like 5
before
other
he was-
Gungans.
Yeah.
He was killed, but like Grievous had to get help.
Oh, yeah.
They straight up stabbed him and pinned him to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, Star Wars power levels do not scale linearly.
No.
But you descend down into the first of these tunnels. I'm actually gonna show an image just as a generic description of kind of what this looks like as you go into these subterranean caverns, which are larger than you expected. And you realize pretty quickly, based on the vehicle remains and the other bits of detritus and cargo here, that this was part of an underground supply line of some variety. Who was in charge of it, you don't know. But you have been told to follow the main path for about 20 miles.
Well, this is going to be a long walk.
While we're walking, Exile, can I make a hard outer rim check?
For this first segment of the journey?
Go ahead and do my once per game session.
Which does again?
Let's
once per. No. Once per game session. Perform a familiar suns maneuver. Make a hard difficulty knowledge, outer rim, or core worlds check. If successful, character is familiar with the type of planetary environment they find themselves in. They know what the planet is like, likely to be inhabited, and if so, where habitation is found. They also unusual environmental effects, hostile predators, or potential profit. The main thing I'm after is like environmental effects and any potential predators down these areas.
Let's see if you succeed.
I hope to. Yes!
Looks like you did.
Very strongly succeed. You know that there are large predators on Seleucami, but they're mostly associated with the forests and the plains. You're not really familiar with any major underground threats, and you gather there probably aren't that many. Save the more bipedal, sapient ones that could be down here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Lava tubes themselves generally represent inactive and dormant major volcanic activity, but you know for just observation, this region's still active. So while this tube might be empty, there is still magma. There is still boiling hot water. You know to be cautious of extreme heat. You know to be cautious of collapses. And that toxic gases or other materials could become prevalent. I will say,
walking.
One more thing. I will say that Syrah was effectively shoved into you as you were going down the tunnel. It's like, okay, so they found me in the market. Not the nicest clones.
Maybe you shouldn't be wandering off by yourself.
I didn't think it would be good to be directly tied when you're trying to talk to them, you're trying to have a meeting. I did not want to be the consortium fucker over here. I'm a contractor with them. I don't fucking agree with half the shit that the filers do, and especially not the fucking administrator. He's an ass. But still.
They think you're full on supporting them. It probably would have been better to have you with us.
We can debate that till sunset, or we can get moving.
I'm gonna motion after her.
Tarnus is gonna look over at Cade. Minimize the explosives. This tube very much looks active still.
I didn't bring much with me.
Yeah, what was that? Blow everything up?
If you want to
dare.
If you want to start magma flows again, go for it.
So, all I'm hearing is little booms are okay.
Although, if we need to seal off this facility at the end of things, we could probably blow a tube open.
It doesn't take long before you reach a kind of hub in this tunnel network and see two collapsed exits leading upwards, as well as the kind of artificial nature of an end No more lighting, no more set structures, no more track in the ground. As the tube continues along the surface into the dark distance. Following ahead, you, entering this more natural area, find that it continuously breaks. Sometimes it's just a trench in the ground, a big ravine you're passing through. Most of the time, though, there is an overhead roof. Occasional shafts of sunlight reaching their way down through the rock above you. Water is starting to accumulate from the afternoon rain, though not so much that you're particularly worried about it. But the ground is wet, and the sound of your footsteps echoes loudly off the stone walls, down for who knows how long. Occasionally you emerge into proper open areas and walk onto these big caverns with following a winding ledge around overlooking an immense water pond, like effectively an underground lake. Most of these are half collapsed and would be impossible to navigate, but occasionally you find some that are just... We're not talking miles, but hundreds of meters across, just underwater lakes and rivers crisscrossing this landscape. The tubes branch off constantly. You occasionally poke your head down them, but most seem to either end quickly or move deeper into the earth. As you do as well, following the main path of the tunnel, occasionally marked by just a simple white marking on the wall. You descend deeper and deeper, and before long the sounds of the settlements, which had been echoing through the ground, mostly the mining activity of the drills outside, fades away. And it's only the sounds of dripping water, distant steam vents, rushing rivers, and the wet echo of your own footsteps.
While we're walking, I'm gonna look down at K9. Stay alert, and let me know if you hear additional footsteps that aren't our own. I know your sensor suite can pick that variation up.
Query: does Master anticipate combat?
Yes, HK.
Excellent.
I always anticipate.
Statement. Excellent.
You'll get your first taste of it in a while.
Meanwhile, about 20 feet back from Tarnus's path leader, Sarah leans in towards you, King, and goes, I really don't like that droid. It's scary. The route winds through broad hidden ravines lined with dark basalt walls, polished stone smoothed by centuries of geothermal runoff. Old Republic trail markers, the occasional marking on the wall, and a faded path of like a faded single file line of footprints appear intermittently as signs to show kind of the safer routes through. But it does become a little bit treacherous. The ground here is dynamic and active, and you frequently come across small collapses and occasionally even hear the earth around you giving way. I will need a survival check from our group leader to path a safe route through here.
The survival check?
Yes.
We're gonna use the light side point.
Okay.
Can the Togruta give me any boost?
Togruta can give you 2 boosts.
2 boosts?
Yep. This will be an average difficulty check.
I feel better about this. We're good.
Yeah. It doesn't take you long to spot the pattern that's actually emerged down here. While the route is not very well traveled, the areas that are safe have been marked, just subtly. Potentially by the clones, potentially by something else. But pretty soon you find yourself moving with greater speed than you anticipated, able to avoid the looser rock and collapsing ceiling areas. You're also able to avoid having to ford through a bit of a river by finding a side passage that connects back to the main one after going up through a ravine at the surface. Moving through, you enter an area that's clearly had some fairly... Hang on, I'm trying to see if I got more music. Here, I can do mystery. Moving through, you find an area that's clearly had some more substantial activity in the past. It's kind of a... Hang on, let me find the fucking... I got a picture, I think. Yeah. Ignore the fact that there's just a fucking person in this picture. The tubes open up and you find yourself following a ravine down a river. The sun is actually fully visible overhead, though starting to dip a little lower in the sky as you enter the 4th or 5th hour of your journey. Occasionally you see old bits of rope, even bridges, scattered bits of mining equipment, and a few points of human or alien remains scattered about the caves, or scattered about the ravine. You also hear activity overhead. The same kind of rhythmic, pulsing, drilling sounds that you had heard before. Seems you're passing through another area that's at least somewhat occupied. And can I get a perception check from 2 people?
Cole.
Hard
Tarnus.
difficult. We're going to upgrade that, so it's going to be 1 red, 2 purple.
Cole and Tarnus, you two have the best perception.
Cole, add a boost. So, you said 1 red.
2 purple.
Okay.
Sir,
Sometimes
where's...
maybe good,
Oh, it's
sometimes
you.
maybe
Okay.
sheep.
God damn it.
Alright, Bea, save us.
What am I rolling?
Perception.
Perception
add a
or
boost.
vigilance. Either or.
Perception. It is a
Add a boost.
same boost, and it is red. There's a red. Yes.
Yep.
1 red, 2 purple.
Okay.
See if I've got a miniature pecan pie to try and change that.
Woo!
Speaking of miniature pecan pie, I just got my food.
I get
Hell
I get
yeah,
the whole
brother.
I get to keep holding on to Natural Hunter for a little bit longer. I have a re-roll.
Oh, nice.
It's a once per session re-roll. So I'm just like, I'm gonna hold on to this. If I don't use it, I don't use it. But I've got it, so.
Luckily, Cole was a glaring success.
Sorry, I'm eating a miniature pecan pie and
Nah,
using sugar.
you're good.
I am not just a one-trick pony, even though my one-trick pony stuff is very good.
Stealth and computers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
2.5 trick pony.
Yes.
I will make them into a pseudo scout.
I
Give it
kind
time.
of pseudo scout. Just- a pseudo scout with no
Yeah.
morals about doing criminal activity.
Tarnus and Cole are just exchanging our backgrounds, you know? They're helping me with computers. I'm helping them with every other, like,
I'll be right back.
sneak and whatnot.
More the shooty at long range.
Yeah, it's true.
Until your blaster breaks again.
Oof.
Yes, but then I have my backup. Is it as good? No.
Every time
But
you
it is
use that
backup.
blaster in combat, it's broken.
It's
yes, but
it's
it
'cause he
also
rolls,
dissolves like 5 people before it breaks.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't roll a despair, he'd be fine.
Double despair.
No, it's a single.
Regular despairs is what keeps breaking the blaster.
Yeah, a double despair, it would go away.
Yep, the double despair would actually have it probably blow up in his hands.
Yeah. Well, even still, continuously rolling the singles will eventually just, we can't find the parts for this, so...
No, Exile wouldn't do that. That's a very rare weapon that he uses as a reward. Will he break it for an extended period of time? Yeah. Yeah.
It'll take some effort to find parts for it.
It took some...
You wouldn't be able to get it quickly.
It took some effort to find the parts to fix it this time.
I mean, I do have a fallback idea for a weapon. I would have to go to a marketplace to buy it, though.
That's what Carpy's for.
I have a weapon I kind of want to hunt down.
How about we get Alpha his DC-17 first? I'm surprised he didn't ask about one.
He did.
Did.
No, you didn't ask Fixer for his.
I'm not gonna ask.
You're not gonna.
use rifle.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not gonna
I mean, he'd
be
say
able to
no, but it would be within character, I think.
You're not gonna be able to convince a fucking commando, especially one that's acting as the city watch, to give up their fucking weapon.
Yeah.
Why not? No.
Especially because they didn't exactly start off very friendly.
Yeah.
That's his fault.
No, it's not.
Alpha class ARC troopers and commandos weren't exactly known for being friendly to each other.
Yeah.
They didn't outright hate each other, but they weren't super friendly to each other either.
Granted, but the
I mean-
reaction from Boyle when he saw Malice was just kind of interesting.
I know a certain half Zeltron that could probably convince him to convince a commando to let go of it.
Oh Lord. They're not
Malice
here.
is kind of fucking wacky in the back
No,
of the head,
she's not
though.
here, but she's pretty convincing. Her whole species is.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a fucking reason behind it.
Biology.
They're just too damn sexy.
Well, they
Sure.
have, like actual pheromones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And also your friend is force sensitive.
Yeah, on top of that, she's also force sensitive. She's really convincing.
The species is partially force sensitive.
Oh, Lyra wants to get some. That's why the blue necklace.
Of course.
Zeltrons love attention, dude.
They do, but
know.
also I don't think you've ever needed to ask her to get some.
Yeah, probably not, but just send her into overdrive.
Oh, it's still a really nice thing to do, and I support it.
Yeah. It's good character building, okay? We're not all combat.
I've been trying to lean away from all combat today. All right.
No, we have a full-on entrepreneur with us. Who tried to sell his
all we've
fucking
learned
shit
is
again.
do not let the fucking Jedi negotiate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was gonna hand over 8,000 credits instantly.
He wanted the lightsaber. That's all he wanted.
No, he also wanted
As he sits there
fucking...
fucking grinning.
I'm just gritty at the fact that you're still bringing it up.
Fucking
Listen, if you want to give your fucking money, if you want to give your money away, give it to Tarnus.
Why, so you can buy more
Every
droids?
single one of us will take donations.
Yeah, I need it for research and development.
I won't say no
I just gave
to
you a new
droid
crystal
parts.
to test.
In any events, getting back to it.
I always select a chest with a mechanical arm. Fuck, why are you not working? Bitch.
He's doing Minecraft shit. Anyway.
I'm focusing on both. You guys know how I do this.
Cole. Hang on. I gotta find some music again. Because we waited through that whole thing. Excuse me, now we're in sadness and loss, which is just not really the case.
Not quite yet.
Hang on. There we go. Cave ambience. That'll do. Audio's still working for the stream, right?
Yes.
Good. All right. I've taken to just having it always up, not behind any windows, to try and fix that. But Cole, as you are going through this kind of more open area, glancing around, for the briefest moment, you catch sight of a just barely perceptible, like head, like half of a face and two set of eyes glancing down at you and watching you. And the second you become aware of it, it just zips back into cover.
Well, fantastic. It appears that we've been spotted. By what, I don't exactly know.
And I will say, due to the limited exposure and the speed of the encounter, you're not really able to glean exactly what, but you have some guesses.
Sapient or otherwise?
Definitely a person.
Likely a person. It's on the roof. Basically, right?
So what I'm hearing is have the weapons ready.
Yes. Oh my god.
HK.
Hurry. Is it time to destroy things, Master?
Be ready. This may turn into a light fight very quickly.
HK immediately throws off the cloak that's been gathering it and grabs a blaster and is just scanning for targets, like moving with creepy machine precision, like looking everywhere.
Red.
But no immediate threat comes as you continue down the tunnel. The river fades, becoming little more than a stream, and you find your path diverging from it and heading back underground again. This time, though, the tunnel is flooded. The walls are covered in yellow and white crystals, this difficult to parse amalgamation of colors. Yellows and greens and blues and whites. And as anyone with a bare hand puts your hand out to touch it, it burns to the touch. Not hot, but caustic. As you find yourself standing with a large, very still pond of water stretching out a long distance, blocking your path in front of you.
Yeah. I'm not exactly one for taking a base bath.
Well, let's hope that doesn't have anything swimming in it.
How do you proceed?
Do we just
Shoot
it?
Does the water hurt?
More than likely, the water is acidic. I would not recommend jumping in it.
Are you checking if the water hurts?
I mean, the walls obviously hurt. Gently feel the water. Does it burn?
Can I please get a daunting difficulty resilience check from you?
Oh boy!
Jesus!
I'm a guy.
I said it. What part of listen to the fucking survivalist?
Bothan is curious.
Oh,
Curiosity
Lord.
killed the cat.
Curiosity burned the cat's
Daunting is
hand.
4. In fact, pause. One of them is going to be red.
Oh god.
Oh Lord.
Well,
The
we
bottom
have-
might be getting a mechanical hand.
I'm gonna get hurt.
Or a finger.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I saw that.
As you reach out and just so very gently, like dip a finger in, it immediately feels as though you've stuck it into molten lead. This horrific, like to your bones, panic and like fear causes your reactions as you rip your hand away and see that the skin is already beginning to blister and turn red and break and crack as it's just as whatever is in this water eats away at the flesh rapidly.
And I do
And
a
the water
medicine check
begins,
to
and
stop it.
and the formerly still water begins to bubble and hiss and pop, and a low steam begins rising off of it.
Back away from the water. Everyone.
Yeah, everybody back up.
Can I pull
Everyone.
Cole away and do a medicine check
Oh,
to
this
make
is
sure there's
driving
no
me
lasting
fucking
damage?
I need everyone who is not wearing a breathing apparatus-equipped helmet to give me a daunting difficulty resilience check.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
Why?
Cole,
Run away!
Cole, you take 1 point of damage and 2 points of strain.
Damn it, Cole.
Can I do a medicine check to fix those? I don't care what difficulty
Running
it is.
away.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
Okay.
time out. So just daunting?
Oh.
Yep. Malistair, you take 2 points of strain as this.
Oh no.
Tarnus, you
As you
lucky
find- as you
motherfucker.
Tarnus, something about your Duros biology, perhaps because you originate on a homeworld that's about as polluted as your average shipbreaking yard in India.
Jesus Christ, Cole.
You, all of you, feel your throats begin to close up, your eyes begin to water, as a kind of yellowish-green mist begins filling the cavern, and you begin running in the other direction. Tarnus, due to your biology, you somehow managed to avoid this. Malistair and Cole, you both take 2 points of strain.
Malice does reach into his backpack and break out his breathing mask.
Yeah, it doesn't help you against the chlorine that quickly.
Nope.
What is this, World War One?
No, this is a
Never
fucking
trust
volcanic
still water.
cave.
That is Spelunking 101.
Yeah.
That's
Leave
all
it to the
Gat.
computer nerd to fucking do this.
Leave it to the computer nerd who doesn't have like survival instincts.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So
Curiosity killed the
both
cat.
of you who were affected by that take 2
Tarnus-
points of
Tarnus-
strain, and your agility is reduced by 1 for the remainder of the session.
Oh.
Or correction,
a critical injury?
until you get a proper rest. Yes, that is a critical injury.
I can heal those. I'm pretty good at that.
Tarnus fucking said, don't touch the water.
Yeah, hang on. I had a specific one in mind.
Once we're clear of that, I'd like to triage these two idiots.
Yep.
Mostly one.
Oh no, one idiot, one unlucky.
Well, both of them have their agility reduced. I need to fix at least one of them.
Oh no, I'm not saying you shouldn't treat the other one. I'm just saying one of them.
One's an idiot. One just rolled badly.
Yeah, one was just unlucky.
Pussy.
Yeah, in fact, what I'm going to do is for both of you, I'm just going to roll a critical injury, and unless it's completely bullshit, we're just going to give it to you.
There you go.
Head ringer. That could be worse. I don't see a description.
Pulmonary edema be upon ye.
I don't
Target
have
increases
permission to
the difficulty. The target increases difficulty of all intellect and cunning checks by 1 until the end of the encounter. In this case, the encounter is the day. All right, so let me just add that manually to you.
Wait, who got that one?
Cole.
Oh god, the worst person to get.
It's gonna hurt.
Yep, and let me roll again. Crippled.
What?
One of the target's limbs, in this case your lungs, is crippled until healed. All checks require use of that limb, your lungs. You know what? We're gonna reverse those, Cole, because you stuck your hand in. You get crippled.
Understand.
Hope you've got some kind of gear that allows you to breathe through that.
Yeah, Malistaire, you suffer
three of the-
head ringer.
3 of them do. One person in our group does not. Well, I don't have anything, but apparently my species is just all right with it.
Run back to the cloud and find yourself reaching towards higher up in the cave. You see the mist that's been kind of growing and following you. Stop going up further as it settles down and slowly begins to retreat back to where the pond it came from. Both of you are wheezing and deeply unsettled by the experience.
I'm gonna use Nullicane on Malice, and then I'm actually gonna do a medical scan on Cole and treat it.
Okay, so we're just curing Malice's head ringer?
I need to do an easy medicine check. Do you want me to bother rolling that?
Yeah, and I would say it's not just going to be easy. For one thing,
Well,
it's
no,
gonna
it
be
literally
upgraded
says by
difficulty.
making an easy difficulty medicine check.
Yes, it's going to start with one
Okay.
red, because I just used a point. Secondly, you're dealing with someone who is very disoriented, who is coughing up blood in a darkly lit cave that is a very uncooperative patient. You will have 2 setbacks.
Alright, so that's 1 setback because I have removed setbacks. So
Yes.
So what's 1 red, 2 setbacks?
Yes. Which is going to be 1 setback to you. Alright, yeah, so you succeed, and with the Nullicane, does that remove it or just nullify it? I forget.
If the check succeeds, the target immediately suffers 3 strain and ignores the chosen critical injury until the end of the encounter, which you said was dead.
Yeah, so we're going to say for the sake of this, it's just going to be removed. But you, Malice, are now at 5 strain. Cole.
I can
What are
recover
we dealing
that.
with Cole?
Medical scan first, which allows me to remove a setback from all medicine checks, and I can add a boost to it because it's a maneuver to add a boost. We're not in combat, so
Yeah, no, there's not a rush anymore, as you managed to flee the worst of it.
So remove a setback, add a boost on a regular medicine check.
Okay.
So
And I did just
remove-
use the thing, so I'm not going to make it harder.
Yep. Alright, so what's the difficulty?
Regular medicine check is going to be average difficulty in that case, but I'm going to say there's 2 setbacks as part of the roll, so remove that as...
I completely nullify both of those with my...
Yep.
So... Wow! Net neutral with an advantage. Okay.
You are, I will say this, you're able to stabilize the limb to the point where it's no longer getting actively worse. You're able to neutralize the acid. However, looking over it, you realize that whatever was in that water was probably like well under 1 second away from completely removing that finger. It is mostly bone at this point. And
Can
it's,
I use my emergency med pack to help out with that?
it's gonna need Bacta to truly cure.
I don't know what emergency med packs have in them. There's never an
Lit-
actual like
A teeny tiny bit of Bacta. This is gonna need submersion. But you can heal.
Stabilize it.
You can put it this way: you can heal the damage point, but you cannot remove that critical injury at this time.
I think that's at least enough.
Yeah. So we'll say you remove that wound, so Cole's back at full. All right.
Someone that already doesn't have a lot of fucking wounds, anyways.
Can I get a survival check from someone?
Tardis.
Sorry, what? What? I was
Survival
talking
check. Average difficulty.
Average? Okay. Anything you want to try tacking onto it?
Shut up! Just roll it.
I I figured I'd ask before rolling it.
Now your startle checks are unreliable enough already.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck you.
The sad part is, I technically have dice in my survival. I just don't have them upgraded.
The reason I asked was because I have a remove a setback die. So I wanted to see if he was going to try to say add a setback, so I could just know.
It is what it is. In any event. Looking around, you find that while that main route is clearly not feasible anymore, there is what appears to be a side passage that you didn't really see on the way through that has some evidence of recent movements, some scrapes in the wall, including some that leave a kind of a white trace behind. And you all kind of funnel into this very narrow crevice that's just about big enough for the larger individuals among you to move through without your chest getting like completely caught as you side shuffle through this narrow crevice for about 150 feet before you emerge in a different tunnel, this one immediately bearing one of the marks on the wall. You are going the right way, if a bit pained in the process.
I wish there was an easier path through this.
Cole, have we learned our lesson?
Well, to be fair, I did think
You're extremely quiet.
To be fair, I was pretty sure it wasn't going to do what that was.
Next time, listen to the Duro that has been on just about every type of planet in the Outer Rim.
Who's also been wrong.
Oh god.
Not often.
Guys, don't start. Come on. Ralph wins.
I mean, I've been waiting for you guys to get through the crevice. I had no problems.
Yeah, the little Bothan just danced her way through.
The smell of burnt fur.
Yeah.
It's deeply unsettling. It smells like bleach.
Tarnus was having to take his time because of his backpack.
Yeah, you had to take your backpack off and carry it in like your left hand as you went through.
Yeah. Actually, while we're standing here, I am going to pull out my recon remote and just have it start flying out ahead of us.
Okay, scouting, doing scouting things.
Well, I mean, I already have the 2 droids on fucking perimeter security for us.
Okay, one of them's a murder hobo. Honestly, both of them are murder hobos, to be honest.
I will say, as you get to the other side, your droids are waiting there. Because they just went through the water. Because they didn't care.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt them.
Except the chlorine, so there's a little bit of a reddish hue to them now. They'll definitely need a cleaning.
Yeah.
Don't touch them.
I look at HK. Blasters still work?
Statement. This unit remains combat effective, despite the failings of the flesh.
As long as you're still able to shoot things, we're good.
The fuck is this? 40k all of a sudden?
He's referring to your flesh.
Yeah.
In any event. Watching as you continue down this tunnel, this is now entering probably your 5th or so hour, and the sun is setting outside. The recon remote continues ahead for a distance, and you see the path begin climbing upward before collapsing in on itself and suddenly becoming a wide, meandering trough with a whole bunch of crisscrossing little valleys, heavily eroded. not quite one big canyon, but a series of interconnected little canyons. Lined by steep cliff faces with narrow ledges suspended above these geothermal fissures in the ground that ooze out small amounts of boiling hot water, you see crystal formations, including large yellow sulfur crystals, as well as more plain, fine white and greenish gray crystals that cover most of the actual ground surface. You can see paths, but it's definitely not an easy area to traverse. And as your droid follows along what appears to be the primary path through, you see that one such gap between one of these this low area on the ground, so it's above the water, but it's just a low rise on the ground. There's a ladder lying in the water below it, completely submerged. And based on the collapsed rock face on the top, in front of it, was meant to be reaching up to the cliff face just beyond. And you see and the droid goes up and sees a single, like a wooden stake in the ground with a piece of white fabric tied to it. And two more of those further along, kind of crisscrossing these raised platforms before entering a mountain face on the far side in another lava tube. Most of these platforms have bridges connecting them, but you're at least missing one.
Someone doesn't want us going. I think we're either following in these things' footsteps, or they've hit them recently.
I'm thinking the latter.
Speaking of ladders, HK, can you grab that out of the water so that none of us have to burn our flesh?
HK does not say anything, but steps into the water and picks it up and watches it just fall to pieces in his hands. Looks down and says, "Statement, the latter has failed." As you see, the aluminum has basically been eaten away.
Okay. Anyone else carrying climbing gear, or is it just me?
I'm also carrying climbing gear.
I have some. See what that says.
I'm just gonna hold up one of my gauntlets.
You see Cirrus actually pull something on the kind of like inside of her right sleeve, and you see that she's actually got a full ascension gear set up in her equipment. I like climbing. It's a good use of time, you know. I can get up there, but I don't have enough rope to put a path. So,
As long as you can get up there. Tarnis, I'm going to use my utility belt to pull out a length of, like, strong cable. As long as you can get up there, you can find a spot to tie this off, and then we can climb up after.
Alright. And let me actually grab her character sheet. He sees...
Oh, wonderful climbing.
Just don't let go this time.
There's not a let go. It's one thing that I never was very good at. Hence I don't do it.
Trust me, I remember what happened on that one planet. You
Yes,
and me
don't
both had a bad day.
You fell first, I fell afterwards.
Alright,
Exactly.
she makes the average difficulty ranged light attack to attempt to secure the grappling hook.
Holy
Say
shit!
succeed. Yeah, she's a bit of a gunslinger.
That's a
Not that
lot of
crazy.
advantages.
Yes. You see as she kind of aims her arm and fires the cable that launches this very small grapnel up there and secures on the rock. Alright, your cable? Okay. And she kind of tucks in her belt, and you see her begin rapidly climbing this cliff face. I'm going to actually give her a this, and then she gets from that 2 boosts.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. Technically, that's just for speed, I think. She does just kind of go. But yeah, you see her begin to make it up partway, and then slip, and she kind of like dangles there for a second, and she goes, "Okay, getting a little bit performance shy."
Hey, Exile.
Yeah.
I just reread something about my armor that I completely forgot. I wouldn't have taken any damage from the gas anyways.
Were you wearing the helmet?
It just says it's part of the kit.
Yes, but were you wearing it? It's stored as part but
That's fair. Yeah. Okay, disregard then.
yeah.
She has
All right. Anyway, we'll say for the sake of brevity, because we are getting late, she's able to climb herself up there and secure the line with a little bit of effort. Alright, now that I've fully embarrassed myself and you've gotten the best view of my ass you're going to get all night, get your asses up here.
Clamber on up.
Yep. I'm not going to make 8 checks again. And you find yourself standing on top of this kind of somewhat unstable-looking sandstone platform. And there's a series of ladders and makeshift bridges and other structures leading about 100 meters towards this rocky wall. And I just need a coordination check from everybody, average difficulty, as you kind of make your way over these somewhat precarious routes. Guess I might want for as well.
Yo, what the hell?
Wow, a very coordinated individual.
Very coordinated individual. Holy
That's
shit.
the first and probably last time we're ever that coordinated.
Yeah,
Nah,
you've all
I'm
coordinated your coordination.
I don't think
Over the
anybody
course
failed
of-
that check.
Nobody
Wait.
failed that check. Except we do have to ask the droids.
Yep. I thought about it. I was like, oh no, I have to do the droids, don't I?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
There was gonna be one.
My whipcord thrower to help HK out.
Let him fall first, and then yes.
Okay.
You make it about 2/3 of the way across this before in the middle of the group. Or actually, we'll say he's kind of tailing. You see HK take one bad step, and it's not so much that he falls, but the rock actually gives way under his weight, snapping off, and he begins tumbling, ass over tea kettle, heading down towards the ground. And Lyra, you are close enough by to make an attack against it. Just make a whipcord attack, just against 2 purples. Shouldn't be that difficult.
Whipcord attack. 2 purples.
Okay. Just 2 purples?
Yeah.
You're right there.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
That was almost triumph.
You launched the whipcord out, and it's not gonna do damage. It wouldn't really against the Durasteel frame.
Yeah.
Wraps around the ankle. Give me an athletics check real quick, because this is a very heavy droid that weighs significantly more than you do.
Can I roll
no,
a
this is
piloting
small.
planetary first to get a boost?
You can use that to give yourself boosts, yes, but I wouldn't make you roll for it. Is you just brace yourself and fire the jetpack to try and secure yourself. And what was that, Malice?
Malice also grabs onto her so she doesn't also fall. So that's 2 boosts
Okay.
to her.
That could be tricky with the flames going, but yeah.
Yeah, your ass might get burned. Unless I trigger the jetpack as soon as I need to brace myself for just a quick boost of strength.
Let's see it though. Athletics check, and this is going to be hard difficulty. Don't forget, you guys have 7 light side points. I've been using mine.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use one of those. Okay, how many boosts? One for my jetpack, and then is Malice going to be able to?
I'll allow you to use either your jetpack or Malice, not both.
Malice, you want to try and use the Force?
That's good.
Fixer already knows you're a fucking Jedi.
They're not with us.
I thought Fixer was.
No.
No, they sent us into the tunnel.
Just Sierra.
Is that enough for him to give me a boost? I don't know how Force powers work.
So that's enough for the triggering of the basic move. I would say that's enough to add a boost. Yes. Not if he had rolled 2 points, he could have done 2, because then he could do magnitude. But here, yeah, you feel this pull just kind of secure you in place for a moment. And with that effort, you're able to brace yourself down, and while it's taking some serious strain, the downward fall ceases, and you hear from below, statement. It's like, statement. Planetary gravity effect confirmed. Statement. I require assistance.
Do we actually hear that?
All you hear is Tarnus groan up at the front. Of course, he's the one that fucking falls.
Yeah, I will say several people come over and, mostly just pulling Lyra, because it's kind of the anchor point, begin pulling, because you can't really grab the whipcord to see effectively.
No, that'd be a bad idea. It's how you get burned.
It's how you lose fingers, potentially. It's pretty thin.
Yeah.
Yep.
You begin slowly hauling, like Sierra comes over, like Cade comes over. You begin slowly hauling it up, and eventually get it up back to the top. Dusts itself off and just kind of turns to you, Lyra, and says, observation. This meatbag's skill with weapons is worthy of concern.
I'm just gonna groan and say thanks and walk away.
I didn't write the personality matrix, but I'm starting to take a liking to it.
Seems like Len did.
You did. In any event, you proceed onwards and enter the final section of this cave, which begins going deeper and deeper. And all around you, you feel the ground beginning to warm up. The air grows drier and hotter as you realize you're entering a more active part of the actual lava tubes themselves. The ground changes too. The rocks that were mostly browns and blacks before enter into this strange reddish coloration. Not glowing, not like lava itself, but this strange solid reddish hue. And occasionally embedded in the wall or on the high ceilings of this cave, which I should point out is probably, for most of the journey it does narrow, but for most of this journey it's been about 30 to 40 feet across for these underground sections. It is a large lava tube. You see these brilliantly red crystals embedded in the walls, usually small, hard to access, often near the ceiling. And as the light from your various glow rods and whatever other implements you're using to light the path glints off of them, you see them occasionally spit out little pinpoint beams of this of red light that create almost like this reddish star field on the ceiling as the light passes back and reflects through, well, before you pass by completely. You continue deeper and deeper, and realize you're coming relatively close to your destination, having made it about 18 miles, but by now it is getting rather late, and you have been walking for a very long time and had quite a long day. I need everybody to make a average difficulty resilience check. The droids
I
need
had to relaunch the game. 1 second.
Droids need not apply. That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
they don't get tired.
Ah, that's fair.
Malster, that's 2 points of strain.
That's impressive.
Between the burned lungs, burned skin, and just disoriented mind, Malice is having a bad day. Not to mention the prolific stress of being surrounded by so many clones for so long, the unknown nature of the situation, and Alpha's display of recklessness in the town square. It's worn on you, and you will take 2 points of strain. As you find yourself edging towards a large open chamber. As it fans out in front of you, and you see the faint glow emanating from the ground some distance below, we do not have enough time for the next stage, and we'll be calling tonight's session here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Damn it.
Yay, I did stuff.
You did. We ended up making the town time much longer, which I am not opposed to. You got some interesting stuff
I like
out.
the world building asset. The world building out of it.
It's fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
The funny thing is Tarnus doesn't know that what you got in that store. He wasn't there, so.
No,
Like-
but Malice has a very, very famous lightsaber.
Yeah, famous enough that there was exactly one picture on the internet, and it's not even of the full lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
She was a really skilled fucking healer, though.
Yep, the lightsaber doesn't do that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I mean, it self heals after it wounds. Cauterize.
I mean, there's got to be at least a little force essence, like, of her left in there.
No.
There would be if Malice had that ability Cal Kestis and a few others have. It can see like memories through the Force.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they all
You don't
can.
have
It's
that,
just
do
whether
you?
or not they can fucking focus. Or
Ew, is that
focus
brain
or not.
matter?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Malice's discipline is not usually any good.
All right. Thoughts,
that?
concerns, questions, ideas, feedback.
Roll some light side. Roll your force die. Let's see that 50-50 or all dark side. There it is.
I swear to God, if there was a way I could weight those rolls, I'd have done it, but I don't need to because there isn't.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
curious
already
as
at
to
force 3?
where
Mhm.
we find
You started too.
attachments
I can't.
for our
Wait.
armor or weapon.
Since it's the end of the session.
Back to the Lucre Hulk.
Hey,
Not necessarily. There are other stories. What were you saying?
since it's the end of the session, and we were coming up on an area, can Tarnus just do one last roll, perception-wise? Either
Sure.
perception or vigilance. Whichever the DM deems more.
What it depends. What are you searching for?
Just to make sure that, hey, where we're at and probably where we're taking a break for a moment to catch our breath is clear.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
hard difficulty.
okay. Figure I might as well.
Woo!
You do not sense any you do not see any immediate threats, and
Okay.
you do not hear much of anything. But you smell hot air and sulfur, and fire and brimstone.
Alrighty then, that'll be the end of this Star Wars session for this week. I hope anyone that has watched this likes and subscribes, and all that fun jazz. But anywho, I'm just Longshot, signing off.